A promise made in the dark, lit by a single flame. A desperate prayer for guidance, for direction, for a sign. And in return, a vow to one day build a shrine in the name of all who are hopeless. This was the beginning, quiet and solemn. But soon, this sacred vow would become a mission. As the light from that single candle grew into a torch of promise, passed through time and generations to millions around the world. As that vision took form, it would be given a name and a purpose, and a statue would be raised as a proud symbol of that hope, one that would stand watch over desperate families, protecting and guiding them in their darkest hour. This is where the work would be done, forever changing the fates of children diagnosed with cancer and other life-threatening diseases. This is where brilliant minds would gather, perched at the leading edge of science as they ventured into the darkness, seeking better ways to understand, treat, and defeat the diseases that took children's lives. Hundreds of supporters would grow into thousands, then millions, fueling the work required to raise survival rates and keep families whole. What was once a death sentence for children would ultimately become survivable as word of this remarkable place spread around the globe. Momentum continued to build, and people from all walks of life would lend their support, united by the singular vision that no child should die in the dawn of life. This is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Since 1962, when St. Jude first opened its doors, we have stayed true to the promise that no family would ever receive a bill from St. Jude, not for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because all a family should worry about is helping their child live. And St. Jude freely shares its groundbreaking discoveries, so that every child saved at St. Jude means that doctors and scientists can use that knowledge to save thousands more children around the world.
Oh wait. Hello, welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I will fix that ASAP. 1 second here. There's two ginormous images clogging up like half the screen right now. But we're about to get into draft here.
I would just like to say that this is my first time at the casting desk, and honestly, I'm very excited to be here. It took a long time for the replacement surgery on my hands.
Yeah.
The lobster claws removed, but I have been declawed, as it were, and I am now ready to be an impartial caster.
Apologies. Yeah, we actually have the draft starting right now, but I need to put it on screen. It's a pro draft one. The link's in the chat.
The link's in the chat. Okay.
Yes. All right, so let's get that up here and see what we're looking at here for game one. Okay.
Pick ban tool. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a ban on Zyra. Very much not surprising. I think we've seen that in a majority of the games, if not all of them. We got the Zoe ban. Interesting. Here's a question for you, Connor.
Sure.
Do we know if PP is really counter banning Bush did 9?
It's gonna be hard because I'm pretty sure they're not really familiar with any player on that team in the slightest. So maybe they just like checked OPGGs and like, you know, looked at the match history, see what they mained, and probably just banned some of the most proficient ones in terms of mastery. I think that's what you do safely in this situation. Look at the Hecarim pick for Dixon here. So that's going to be a really critical pick. He likes really playing that champion a lot, so it's going to be probably one of their main carries. They also banned out the Zyra here, making sure Sidric doesn't get what he wants.
Of course. So the Echo ban, was the Echo ban calculated?
Was the Echo Band calculated? I believe that's also for Dixon. Dixon's a main. Okay, Kennen's a weird choice. I'm not familiar. I guess it's probably the new player on Team PP. Probably plays Kennen, if I had to make a guess. Although blind picking top's never a great idea, you know.
Yuumi support. Well,
Yeah.
this adds some flavor to this team, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah, we get a little bit of a feel for who they truly are. Apologies, the images are wrong currently for the draft, but I'll fix that quick.
And if PP felt the need to ban Zoe, apparently they already knew what the flavor of the team was. So we got the Sivir ban. I remember hearing that Sivir ended up playing some important role in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, so Sidgwick's ADC right now, yes, is Ryan, I think his name is, and he plays a lot of Sivir, and I believe it's probably his best champion when it comes to these games in general.
Well, so that's probably going to be important.
Oh,
And
the Kennen was supposed to be a Maokai. He did the misclick on Pro Draft. But I guess they're continuing with it. Yeah. It's gonna be the Kayn ban coming out here. I'm guessing their jungler has a lot of experience. It's gonna be also the Poppy ban.
the Poppy ban. Okay.
I'm not even sure Poppy goes that great into Kennen either. Chat, if by the way, I played around with the audio a lot, so tell me if there's like anything wonky going on.
I can't hear anything. It sounds good.
You can't hear it. What do you mean you can't hear anything?
No. It sounds great.
Oh, yeah, from your side. Yeah, but I'm talking from like through the stream. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let's see here. Anything else? So that's gonna be the Silas band. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for the input. Yeah. What's it called? Dixon last time had an insane Silas game, so I can totally understand why they'd want to ban it. Apparently more pro draft issues going on in chat, but that's okay.
Banned LB.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that none ban was supposed to be a LeBlanc ban. I guess.
I saw the LeBlanc.
Oh really? Then I don't know. They probably timed it out, so unfortunately it didn't go. That's gonna be the karma for Sidgwick here. Caster sounds cute. Got some fans in the chat. Cougs.
Well, I always love some admirers. Make sure to tier 3 sub to my Twitch. Make sure to watch all the content I post on the L2P League coaching channel.
Alright. You plugged yourself enough. Alright, let's look at these bands here. So that's gonna be the Kai'Sa with the MF. Wow, that's incredibly strange. Alright, let's see here. The MF is gonna be in a strange position here. I'm assuming that's. Wait, where is their jungler? I have no clue what this is. Okay. Alright, wild guesses here. Darius's jungle, MF?
Darius jungle has to be right.
MF top? I don't know.
I can't imagine any of these other champions.
Yeah, but you created an incredibly squishy team with a pretty minor front line, right? I guess the Yuumi is going to have to put in all the work in terms of peeling off these champions, the Ken and the Hecarim. They're going to be like just disgusting, you know? Just jumping on top of everyone here. So they'll have to be watching out for here.
No, there's no Kennen. I thought it was a Maokai, right?
Oh, okay. Okay, so then either way, that's going to be a disgusting champion to go in
to those of you watching at home, you're going to get some extra premium content of me blowing my nose.
Thank you.
This was one of many installments of Alex blowing his nose that you will be hearing during
this has been sponsored by the state of Corona.
This has been sponsored by Kleenex.
Right, now we're getting into draft here where they're just going to be repeating stuff, so
okay, so we got the Zyra ban. Well, at least we get to see it in real time while we wait, right? So we got the Zyra ban and the Rengar ban. It's interesting. I wonder what the motivation was for Team PP's bans. It must just be like counter picks and people that they just don't want to see, you know?
Yeah, Larkin comments in the chat, 911's comp is terrible. Yeah, I would probably agree. Although if Yuumi is able to be just so busted in terms of peel, then I think it's okay, right? Obviously, it's definitely some form of underestimation here. I definitely think PP will be able to penetrate this, but if Yuumi's just like, you know, a fantastic Yuumi, like the lockdown will be there. It's okay to not have a proper frontline here. Yes, they are praying for a Darius Yuumi combo, but honestly, that's not a terrible thing to bank on. I don't know if it's like professional, but you know, it works.
I just want to remind the viewers at home that this is actually not TFT, so that comp is not good.
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
You can't.
So I'm watching the picks here. It's interesting. Like, I mean, it's absolutely true. The Team PP has got a wonderful,
Want me to wait while you go get them?
a wonderful, you know, distribution of kind of like tankiness, utility, AP/AD, and then we have 911 on the phone, really not doing much.
Well, okay, yeah, I mean, the MF is, I think the MF is the strange thing. The rest of the comp isn't half bad.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, that was supposed to be a Zac.
Instead of
yes.
Zac instead of a
The
MF.
Kaisa,
It all
the
makes
Kaisa.
sense.
Yeah,
It all
instead
makes
of the
sense.
Kaisa. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
It all makes sense now. Okay, alright.
Okay.
Game on our hands.
Yeah. So you actually do have a proper front line in that comp, or at least somewhat. Let's see here. Anything out of the ordinary? Not particularly. Not as far as I can tell. Draft is
Zac-
worse now. Oh my god. Yeah. They are having issues with pro draft Larkin, so there's some complications.
Wait, why is the draft worse with Zac? Someone explain.
I don't know. Larkin, do you have any input on why you'd think that the draft is worse now? Why do you think that the Zac was a worse pick than Kaisa?
Do we want a pro analyst interview?
Zac is good? Or are you talking about the Kennen versus Maokai? Worse for PP. Oh yes, okay, I can understand that. But let's not say that one team's working. Yeah, Luke, alright, with the Zac Resident Sleeper. I can understand that. Though Zac does have proficiency. We're gonna be about to get into the 3-minute delay timer, so everything should be working out just fine.
So, in addition to me blowing my nose, you're going to get one installment of Alex moving his desk with his computer on it.
That seems like a fantastic idea.
Okay. Perfect. Oh wait, I should be moving it this way, not that way. This is a nightmare. Well, we have very little to go off of in terms of what the 911 team is going to play like. But we do know that PP has been a fairly consistent team, to say the least. So even though we have some high-ranked players on the newcomer side, I think we're gonna have a pretty formidable match on our hands.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what this new team brings to the game in general, right? The tournament's been pretty rigid until that insane upset from Lobster versus Segmentation Fall that we got on Friday. So,
Right.
definitely seeing a team here with 3 platinums, if I remember, in the champ select. It showed that there are 3 platinums on that team, so it'll be interesting to see how much skill they really have, or are they just some monkey brain solo queue bonobos, you know? We have some people in the chat saying, will the casters remember to switch the screens to the game this time? That's a 10-minute timeout. Thank you very much, Jake.
I'll have you know that if there are any problems with the stream, I have no control over the display. I am merely a caster. Direct all of your complaints, criticisms, and ultimate judges of character to Connor McNulty.
Yeah, that's gonna be a metaphysical voice right here that's really talking. There's not much there besides, like, you know, the pure audio that's coming out of Kooks' voice here.
I am an ethereal voice.
Merely some kind of disembodied spirit.
I speak truth and have no responsibilities as to pertaining to rather the goings on in this tournament. I just merely speak truth. I lend my handsome voice. Overall, I would say I'm the most important part of this tournament. That's probably an understatement.
All right,
but
looks like we're getting into game here. Just maneuvering around.
How dare you change the subject?
Yeah. All right,
Don't you change the subject.
Let's look here. Let's look at the mastery of each of these characters, just making sure the stream's working, and it looks like it's not. Of course it isn't.
Okay, so right off the bat, I see What Is Up Doe playing Warrior Princess Sivir. I have this skin, and I wish I could delete the code from the game.
Warrior Princess Sivir?
It is so bad.
I mean, people consider it like it's like a Chinese art style. So
it looks like it's drawn with. It looks like it's drawn in crayon.
I mean, but the detail's still there. You gotta commit to the artist skill. It's just the style that people have issues with.
Oh,
alright. Anything interesting here? Let's look at the masteries. That MF has 177,000. Besides that, not much interesting. Let's look at the runes. Let's go Conquer Darius against the Maokai.
The junglers are taking Smite, very controversial.
Of course. Just looking at what's happening here. Get into game one.
Alrighty. So you can tell a lot from a player by what emote they choose to be the starting emote for the game. And we saw a couple of cupcakes coming from Team 911. And I think it does not bode well for Team PP.
Yeah, Darius a little stranded behind there, but he'll be able to catch up as we get into the first game of the series. Do you have any predictions so far? How well do you think this new rookie team coming off straight from who knows where to come grace us on the Rift?
My prediction is we're going to be here for 40 minutes before we get to game 2.
Well, to be fair, it's not a segmentation fault game, so it's not necessarily going to go to 40 minutes every single time. However, I don't think there's only been like one game that I believe's gone before like 30 minutes, and it was like 27. It was very close. Each of these games tend to go out very far, but we might see some shutdowns, right? The Darius does have a tendency to, like, if he wins, he fucking steamrolls, you know? It could be potentially disastrous in the top lane. And we'll have to see how Dixon's able to compensate, and how this other jungler will be able to. See anything else interesting going on? You know, just some standard clears. That's gonna be a blue, the blue side warded, as well as chickens warded for that Azir.
Everybody's just kind of, you know, guarding their respective strongholds. Nobody went for anything fancy like an invade. Alrighty. A hard leash for Godly RNG. Zach doesn't need too hard a leash.
It's true. I wish you had a harder leash. Missed one CS on the top side here. We move on from that conversation. It's gonna be the MF poked out a decent bit here, bot side. Karma definitely showing damage. However, Sivir will also be matched in terms of poke.
Ooh, okay, some big poke coming in bot lane. This is going to be a very volatile bot lane because we get Yuumi and Karma with some spell shields flying.
Oh, okay, we have some people spamming Seg fault icon. That will be fixed as soon as possible.
But that being said, you will be timed out for 10 minutes.
Yes, thank you everyone for everyone who input that will be timed out for 10 minutes.
Thank you to all of you. Alrighty. So top lane is as slow as top lane can be.
Of course. What else would it be?
I mean, Darius lanes normally end up either being as slow as this one if there's a tank involved, or just kind of a complete 1v1 battle to the death at all times if it's a squishy.
Maokai's
So,
still showing off a little bit of prolific. Or, no, sorry. The Darius is able to stomp out Maokai for about half health there.
Yeah, that was an absolutely big deal. And it happens so subtly too. That's the scary part of Darius. He can be quite non-committal in his
Playing
combo.
off with these smooth transitions I'm able to manipulate with now. Panning around the screen. See anything else interesting with the clears? Not much. It's gonna be the trade going on in the bot lane. Golden
Although
Thorn
we
going for
do
the
see-
full exchange.
Godly RNG going straight for the scuttle, but I'm so sorry. 911 team is going already has the scuttle in top lane, so no scuttle skirmishes today. But a very odd gank coming
Yeah, that's
in.
gonna be the gank on the top side. Dixon having proper movement, able to move that MF outside of the tower range, and that's gonna be both burn, summed, and bot as well as first blood.
I was talking about top lane. Zach had maneuvered top lane through the bushes, maybe thinking he could get something, but Darius was too pushed up, so he ended up backing.
Maokai is definitely having really low mana. The CS is going to be a super big issue for him trying to clear stuff here. Definitely going to be frozen a little bit. Hopefully Dixon can come by and break it.
So, I mean, it seems like things aren't too fancy here. We got Darius winning lane and Azir winning lane.
Azir's not really a winning lane at this point. It's close, but
Right.
I think it's not super definitive.
He's just got all that poke, especially against a Veigar.
Yeah, we haven't seen a dragon yet. However, it looks like we're going to see a gank coming on. It's going to be the land on
very big.
the Azir, and the flash is going to have
If
to be
not a
burned.
death, definitely a sub, and there it is.
Yeah. Alright, let's see the top side. Looks like Flash was burned by Maokai, and Darius had to burn that ghost, and it's just gonna be the kill on the top side. Just check chats. Just a bajillion Republic quotes. I'm just gonna pretend like nothing's happening there. But it does look like we have the full Star Wars cinematic universe being posted inside Twitch chat right now.
Well, we have very passionate fans.
Of course.
It seems like we're gonna get a gank bot lane. Although
Another gank
gank
coming
is happening
by.
without him. Oh, but
Dixon
maybe
comes in for the charge and just absolutely
Big deal.
destroys the MF. Taking advantage of those burn sums is going to be super important here as bot lane's consistently ganked. The mental is going to be super.
What was that?
And looks like they're pinging towards Dragon. Hopefully something will be able to get towards there.
I just want to take this time to talk to the viewers of Twitch chat and just say, as this dragon is being taken, please don't click away. I know that because the protagonist of this tournament, Team Lob, is not in the match, that does not mean that you shouldn't be following what's going on in the tournament.
It's true, it is important because you need to understand all the different antagonists that potentially exist for Team Lob, right?
Exactly, and the supporting characters.
Yes, it's true, it's true. You never know who's going to be like, you know, the long-term rival come close friend towards the
Right.
final arc.
Of course.
Oh, looks like some Mia pings are coming out here as Cedric's going to get a little cut out. However, Dixon's here to come and assist. Has 6 at this point, able to get the Stampede off, and is able to just one-shot MF yet again, being punished for that squishy pick here.
Zach was unable to help because he was a little too far away.
It definitely seems like 911's team comp really just revolves around Yuumi getting really strong and, like, you know, peeling everything, right? And it's just not
Right.
working out enough, at least not this early. Dixon's able to just roll and stampede in the bot lane.
Wow. Yeah.
See here on the top side. Not much
I
has
was
happened.
thinking-
Unfortunately, Maokai's been warded off a ton. If you look, the CS difference is immense at
Yeah,
this point.
I was about to remark about the CS difference.
You can press X to see the gold difference, by the way, and like how much gold each player has, just so you know.
X?
Mhm.
I'm pressing X.
Okay, so no, hold tab so you can see like all their items, and then if you press
Oh,
X, you can
cool.
switch between gold and items.
That's wild. So yeah, I mean, top side is going to be Team 911's saving grace here, because it seems like in most other areas they're certainly getting that pressure applied on them, and Dragon has already been taken once.
Looks like Zach's looking for the gank here. Is the jump gonna land? It is. She does. Lily does not have flash in this situation. Is able to burn the ultimate. Looks like he's gonna go down, and Maokai's going to able to get the kill onto Darius. That was insane. He was surviving with the ticks and just with the slightest bit of health, able to one-shot Darius.
Wow, I was looking at the play mid lane and did not see that beautiful Maokai.
Yeah,
play.
no, a lot of action happening at once. Unfortunately, the directly camera was not happy with it, so we had a little bit of jumps around.
Right. Well, that was a huge tempo swing once again for Team PP.
Yeah, in all chat we got Mac Mango. Is that the common referral right now? Dixon running down the Zac, able to use the cell division here on the top side. Even able to get the chunk out. However, the Darius is here, uses the ghost, and unfortunately won't get the full charge off. He misclicked it, so he did like the small dash instead of a far charge, where he wanted to get out.
Wow. These are some very oddly placed.
That's actually a massive shutdown on the Hecarim for the Darius here. Probably.
He certainly did capitalize on that Hecarim early game.
Yeah, I mean, he unfortunately got punished there, right? Really incredibly greedy, trying to kill the enemy jungler underneath the tower. But I guess he kind of pulled it off.
There is no such thing as greed when you're as good as some of the players in this tournament. There is only gigantic IQ.
It's true. See here, anything interesting going on? Not much. We got a minute until the next dragon. Looks like some trades are happening in the top side here. Darius goes for the full exchange, able to proc that Noxie and Mike, goes for the execute, and he's gonna survive with the slightest sliver of health. Definitely incredibly greedy here. The Maokai actually built 2 Dorns during this game, which is an interesting choice for a tank like this, especially in a weak matchup like that. Looks like in the middle lane we're gonna have 3 people coming in. The box is going, or the event horizon is gonna stop pretty much any form of charge that the Hecarim was planning.
Darius picked up Scuttle in top lane. It seems like that might be of some importance given that people are going to be looking at Herald pretty soon.
Yep. Looks like they're pushing towards bot side. Perhaps a trade's gonna go on here. Nope, not really. Not the most action-packed game, but definitely not the most boring, right? It is, again, not a segmentation fault game. We have seen some kills in lane, you know, a little bit of aggressiveness from both sides. That's gonna be the Dragon Panked out for Team PP.
I mean, I still think this is a fairly interesting game, given that the goal totals are very close by. Any game with Pac Zassy is kind of guaranteed to be a snooze fest, so we know we're gonna get some action here.
MF had the fancy footwork here to dodge the Karma Q. There's gonna be the ping Mia in the middle lane as both teams are pinging towards that dragon. Looks like we're having a pivotal fight. Vigard teleporting from like 2 towers over, trying to like catch like 2 minions or something like that. Dixon's gonna start up the Infernal Drake here, and it's gonna spot out the one ward as Zac immediately goes for the engage, but it's gonna get caught by 3 people here. Doesn't have the cell division because Hecarim got that kill earlier where he was able to burn it. MF's gonna pop the ultimate in front of 2 people, but there's really just a lack of coordination here. Team PP is gonna be able to get out, but looks like Team 911 will be able to ward them off the dragon. They're gonna continue doing it as both sides are just poking from the area. The Maokai is gonna come in with the charge, uses the ultimate. They're gonna get 2 people rooted here. Darius is looking for the trade as he charges in. Drag's gonna be taken by Team PP.
What an
Hecarim going for
astounding
the
play
charge
by that
with
Maokai.
the rampaging onslaught, and that's gonna be the kill from Hecarim onto Darius. Darius catches 2 people there. Is going for the exchange, has the Noxian Might, but he's gonna be ganked on by 3 other
Too
people.
much.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, there's just some serious lack of coordination here from Team 911. Lilymoto gonna get checked out to 100 health, but her team's gonna be able to cover her. Zac comes over and isn't gonna be able to get much.
Can we just talk about that Maokai play? Because
Yeah, that Maokai had a fantastic ultimate, just straight down the river, rolling onto 3 people.
completely taking up every inch of space in that river, and they had no choice but to run away, but they weren't fast enough.
It's true. All right.
Astounding play by the Maokai. I think that would have been a drag for them, even though they got the kill on the
That's
Zac.
going to be an incredibly early Triforce done for the Hecarim here at 13 or nearly 14 minutes.
Wonderful.
And honestly, yeah, Maokai was so behind this game, and he's been able to really make the most of just being a tank, you know? You don't really need items or anything for the ultimate.
What is the motivation between the Triforce on Darius? Is that a common
Triforce
build?
is actually standard build on Darius right now. It's just a solid
Wow.
burst of damage on top of the Phage passive, giving you a crap ton of move speed. So on top, stacking with the Ghost, right? You can run over anyone. Darius is basically becomes like
Interesting.
this helicopter that can just jump on top of anyone he wants.
Wow.
Azir's gonna be spotted out here. As bot lane's not here to really recover. She doesn't. Lily does not have the Shroom and Shuffle yet, so the Emperor's Divide not up quite yet.
Both teams are buying pink wards, which is cringe.
It's true. Let's see here. The vision score on both sides looking a little weak, especially that Yuumi. Honestly, probably should be warding a decent bit more. See on the top side here, 2 people are going to be running onto the Darius as that comes in for the exchange. Darius goes back for the exchange. Yeah, you did not want to be doing that. The Hecarim has the full stacks and is incredibly fed. Cell Division's going to be used, however, the Vygar comes in for the recovery. The Event Horizon's going to be able to trap. However, Maokai uses perfect positioning with the encroaching roots or whatever it's called. And he's going to be able to get out safely. As the Cell Division's popped on Zac yet again, and Darius is going to die.
Zac survives.
Yes, with the slightest bit of health. However, the cooldown on that, I believe, is, 300 seconds. So that's another 5 minutes before Zac's able to get it.
Well, I mean, very often you find that self-division does absolutely nothing.
It's true.
So it's a little better that he was able to not die from it.
Yeah, but yeah, and it will be up for or no, it won't be up for the next dragon. Unless, they stall it out a little bit longer. Maokai
Is there
gonna
an
be chunking out the
indicator?
tower. For which?
Is there an indicator on Zac when his cell division is up?
You can click in and see the cooldown. But I don't think there's any visual indicator. You kind of just have to track it. Looks like they're going to get the charge into the bot lane here as MF's caught out yet again. That incredibly immobile champion. The Yuumi's going to try to cast the ultimate, but not able to get much. The Emperor's Divide's going to get the kill onto MF as they just slowly run down this Yuumi here in the bot lane.
Wow. Well, that was a bot lane genocide.
It was. Looks like they're just going to be clearing the waves and aiming towards that bot tower here. First
now
tower
we're
still hasn't been
seeing-
taken. You were saying?
We're seeing that goal difference climb.
It's 2k as well as 2 dragons. PP really showing their prowess. PP showing their P, you could perhaps say.
Oh,
And that's going to be first tower for Team PP. Zac's
A
going to go
wonderful
golden
setup.
here. Interesting stopwatch choice based on the fact that you really couldn't get out there. Vygar's looking for the engage. Event Horizon's unfortunately going to miss because Lily was able to properly get the dash forward. The shifting sands. Or the advancing sands?
I
What's
know.
it's shifting sands. That was correct.
Yes, ADC move set ability is my forte.
I was talking about Azir.
That's how you know. That's how you know I don't know.
Okay. Sivir's just going to be clearing out the mid as Darius is pinging Mia, looking to roam around. Definitely the strongest player on Team 911 here. Perhaps the Vigar as well? It's close. But neither of them looking too strong here. I'm definitely liking Team PP's team fights here. Looking really strongly coordinated. Definitely shows that they've had some kind of practice. At least I hope they did.
All Sharimans look the same.
Oh, it's true.
It's true.
The sand people. You know what they say.
Oh, I shouldn't know.
Drag's they're gonna be spawning out, contesting vision here as Darius goes for the Rift Herald. The Maokai does have teleport here, so he can company engage if they go for it. Looks like they're gonna be starting it up on Team PP side. However, there's gonna be 4 people on the other side here. Zeer's coming in over here.
Has a lot of control. They're gonna have to go
Yeah,
for it.
honestly, they definitely are setting the precedent here. Zach's probably looking for the steal. However, Dixon's 2 levels on. And that's going to be the steal from MF and get 2 kills.
Wonderful.
That was insane.
Wonderful.
Yeah, MF was able to steal it there. That's going to be quite the tilter there, honestly, for Team PP.
Also
Fantastic
a kill
showing from the
on top.
Yeah, Karma was just sitting there and eating it. And as well as Rift Herald for Darius. What a fantastic swing for Team 911.
One of Golden Thorn's finer moments.
Of course. Topside was shoved in even more by that Maokai, so it looks like there's going to be a lot of towers down here. This is going to be 911's first tower here. Not going to be enough. Hecarim goes for the charge, but he's going to immediately get slapped on. The teleport comes in. Maokai gets in with just the slightest bit. But that's a Noxian Might coming in to Darius as the Maokai continues to grab onto 3 people. The Sivir flashes forward and immediately gets stunned by the Event Horizon, unfortunately. And it looks like they're just going to be clearing out the mid wave. It's a 2 for 2. No, a 2 for 1, honestly.
Well, that could have gone a little better.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a little bit of shakiness from both sides, but it did work out in Team PP's favor, and isn't that all that really matters?
Well,
Sorry, no caster bias here. The Zac goes for the engage onto 2 people. The Yumi's here, looking for the double kill. The exhaust is going to be popped on the Sivir, and able to get out cleanly.
Great
that's
ulti.
That's gonna be 2 sums burned. The heal on the Sivir as well as the flash. As Zac looks for another engage onto the Sivir, able to get the grab onto her. Yeah, but it won't be enough.
It won't be enough.
Looks like they're pinging the blue buff, preferably for the Vigar here to grab. And PV is gonna have to be retreating. Let's look at the items here. It's going to be the second Zeal item finish for the Sivir, as well as immediately getting that Executioner's Culling, trying to gimp the Yuumi heals as much as possible. Vigar immediately going for Rabadon's second item. Very interesting choice on his part. I'm not sure if that's standard. Hopefully Josh is in the chat. Just not. Top side, just some standard clears going on. Maokai is still pretty behind in terms of CS, but at least comparatively it's not as bad. It's going to be Sidric spotted out with the Make It Rain on MF side. And that's going to be the middle turret taken from Team PP. Or by Team PP.
Hey.
So, Darius looking for the exchange onto Maokai. Able to get a proper trade, so you're saying?
But I don't think anything is going to happen in that top lane that's going to really result in a kill on it in any direction.
I think Darius could definitely get one if he tries pretty hard here. Maokai actually having a gold bounty at this point. I don't know why.
Maokai started, that one kill on Darius really put him in a position to excel.
Of course.
After that beginning team fight, he's serving the role that he needs to serve for his team.
True. MF's going to be pinged out here as Hecarim's going to be able to run her down. That is incredibly unfortunate for her as she just dies yet again.
Yikes.
Very greedy, very aggressive here. Unfortunately, he's going to have the proper coverage here from Team PP.
Unfortunately, Miss Fortune's skin, the Santa Claus one, was not cute enough.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a favorite MF skin besides that one?
That one's pretty good, to be honest, but
probably
I think
Pool
my
Party. Yeah, Pool Party.
Arcade.
Arcade? I can understand that. For the splash art, right?
Yeah, and
Splash
the
art?
recall. The recall, she plays Duck Hunt.
Oh yeah, that's true. Looks like the vision's gonna be reasserted. Look at that vision game right here. All of the river is gonna be covered by Team PP. Anything else interesting? Hecarim going for that death stance immediately. I'm gonna be resisting a decent amount of magic resist, or a decent amount of magic damage and physical from the Darius and Vygar here.
So maybe we should think about what the late game is going to look like. I mean, you know, Hecarim falls off, of course, and Vygar is one of those golden champs for the late game.
Yeah, but I mean, Sivir, as soon as he hits that golden 300 CS, is going to become a disgusting champion of wave clear and damage. He'll be very... I mean, Ryan's had some incredible Sivir games before, and hopefully he could repeat it with that Sivir later. The Vygar definitely scales up a bit, and then we have tanks on both sides in terms of Maokai and Zac. So the teamfight potential from both sides will be very scary. Yuumi also becomes more and more disgusting as the game goes, if that isn't bad enough. Both teams skirmishing around looking for the damage. Zac goes for the engage, but it looks like both sides are just going to try to back off a little bit. Neither really want to start the dragon since they're going to have to be caught out finishing it. PP pushing forward. Zac has the alcove here in the little bit side, ready to jump at a moment's notice. The ward's not going to be spotted in the dragon pit, so PP may think that it's a lot safer than it really is. Darius looking for any kind of card game right now. Yeah, going for the exchange. MF and Zac pop their ultimates as Maokai is going for the engage on the side here. Darius is going for the one-shot. Azir is able to secure the dragon, able to get the Noxian Guillotine on two people, continuing the reign of dominance, about to destroy and get the third Noxian Guillotine, almost gonna get the kill onto Karma. He's gonna charge even farther into the Azir, able to catch her out, and that's gonna be the quadruple kill from the Darius here, able to just run down the entire team. However, Dragon was secured by Team PP.
So it seems like Yuumi on the Darius is going to create an unstoppable killing machine going forward.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the whole comp, right? They just wanted the Yuumi and the Darius become this.
Is that really what it was?
Yeah, it's an artificial tank, right? Even though he doesn't have to build defensive. I mean, I guess he builds a little bit defensive. What happens is that Yumi's just healing him so much and he's able to get on top of everyone that he just becomes the thing that everyone has to focus. And if you don't kill him fast enough, he's just going to one-shot your entire team with that, with the Noxian Might. Looks like most of the camps of Team PP are going to be taken as Zac's able to get that jump out. Karma's going to try to run her down.
What happened to Team PP? They were winning so hard, their PP was long, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was probably just a poor team fight. Karma's going to get caught out here with the Event Horizon and the Falling Star. The Cosmic Crush. I don't remember what the Vygar W is. What's the Vygar W?
I don't know the name.
Dark Matter.
How do you know these?
You can click the champions and look at their ability names, but most of them are just kind of memorized.
Oh, really?
I'm really cool in that way, you know?
Yeah, you have flashcards.
Did I mention I'm popular? Not much else happening. Baron is up at this point, and Vision's gonna be reestablished for Team 911 here. Mid's gonna be shoved out as Hecarim's looking to clear the bot side camps of Team 911, and the Vision's push out even further in the river here, or into the red side. Wonderful nose blows right here from the other caster.
Oh yes, this was the second installment.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a little bit of miscoordination from Team PP here, right? Zac unfortunately missed that smite. They definitely got split apart when the Darius was running him down. And, you know, they really just got to be focusing targets properly. Same thing, honestly, for Team 911 as well. Like, the Hecarim's going to be really scary, especially with some of the ultimates that he can pull off. So you really got to be avoiding them. Like, grouping up is probably going to be a nightmare, right? Because the Maokai and Hecarim can punish you so easily, as well as the Shroom and Shuffle from the Azir.
Maokai's skin is really cool.
Maokai's skin is really cool. I also love the splash art on that one, because you have like all the little islanders like worshipping him.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't like Maokai, or I don't play Maokai because, like, you know, I enjoy having fun, but, if I did, I'd use that
Maokai's
again.
pretty fun if he's on your team.
Maokai's really fun if you play him full AP, but, I don't see that from either side. Looks like they're trying to camp an NA bush here. Gonna be spotted out as they try to swap from side to side. Zach's trying to look in the flank here. Hecarim going for the charge, but Zach's gonna get a quick hop over. Looks like they're going for the Baron control here. However, Ward's going to be spotting out most of the placement here. Very well done from side 911 as they push out the mid lane.
Well, it looks like they're not going to be going into any bushes that they don't have warded.
It's true.
PP has the left side of the map kind of completely covered.
Yeah, 1 minute on this next Drake as it's going to be... Oh, that's going to be the pause for a DC on Team PP here. Hopefully we're going to figure it out.
Tactical
Alright.
disconnect.
Looks like tactical disconnect on the other side. Two are going to the bathroom. So, I'll have to figure out what's going on there.
Well, I mean, it's important to note that if you have to go to the bathroom, you should be saving that urine. For me, please ship it to my address.
This is a family show. Please stay professional.
Oh, I am so sorry. I
Tactical
just need...
PP. Yes, it is. That's precisely what it is. It is a tactical PP. Thank you, Larkin.
I am a professional caster, but in my spare time, I do urine tests for drugs. So send me your.
Is that what you do at the DA?
Oh God.
98% nitrate. You know. Pause is gonna continue for a little bit longer here. Both teams probably going for solids instead of liquids. Gonna be flushing it down.
Make sure to check down there for any lumps, any cancerous potential tumors.
That's true. Cough once, cough twice. You know how it'll be.
Yes.
Alright, let's look at the state of the game here. So, I mean...
Much less important.
I guess technically Team PP kind of is in the advantage here with the soul point on dragons. However, it's really close in terms of gold. Who do you think's currently winning?
A little while ago, I would have said Team 911, but I think for most of the game, Team PP has been in the lead, and now that we've seen this vision control on the left side, I think Team PP is going to start really showing their hand towards like the left side of the map, applying the pressure towards top lane, which is already pushed up right now, and you know, just going to be looking towards Baron and stuff. I think they're in a good position to start like actually going for some surprisingly aggressive games. Aggressive plays, especially because Team 911 has Veigar for scaling.
It's true. Looks like people are trying to figure out if we're ready to unpause. Probably just going to be shaking it a couple times. Wait, hold on. We have our MF in the chat right now. Hopefully no sniping is going on here.
Uh-oh.
Probably just checking it during pauses, but please stay professional, kids.
Uh-oh.
Well, we have a 3-minute delay. It's not like
we may have to do that urine test after all.
Oh, of course. We do try to maintain a professional environment, as in all chat, Cedric will say, please subscribe to my dad's OnlyFans, we've got to pay the bills. Honestly, respectable hustle.
I would actually love to renew my subscription.
You don't have that on autopay?
No, my credit card got declined.
Keep items up, please, TY. Okay, unfortunately, there's this really jank thing, with the client, the spectator client, where if you press tab, like when you go into team fights, right, you want to press tab so you can see the full screen, it immediately untoggles the scoreboard, so I can't keep it up with that immediately, with having to press it manually. But yeah, I'll show it while the pause is happening.
what Connor means to say is that there's this weird technical glitch where if you complain, you actually get timed out for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's true.
Looks like they're going for the kids taking a full shit. No liquids here.
This is a family show.
You can hear from across the halfway across the mile. Yeah, thank you, God King. You're welcome, Miguel.
Well, hopefully we're going to get footage of that Dookie to show live on air.
Yeah. We're gonna need a weight differential here. Adrian with the resident sleeper. We apologize sincerely for all issues that are happening with this.
The name's Dixon.
Resident sleeper, more like resident shit in my mouth. Wait, what were we saying? Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think more important than the game is just thinking about the well-being of the person taking the shit, because honestly, if I've thought about the number of shits that I've taken that have taken this long, I just was not the same person after.
It's true. Jake with the 40k reference, but not knowing how to spell the word emperor. Unfortunate. I know it's a hard one, but you gotta try your best, bud.
Well, I think one thing everybody watching this stream has been waiting for has been the third installment of Alex blowing his nose.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that time is coming now at the perfect time while we're paused waiting for.
I paused the music for you.
Please, thank you.
Alright, that was fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, I got it on my computer.
Oh god, that's disgusting. Please don't give us that image. Oh god, no.
Oh my god.
No. Oh god.
It's everywhere.
Wait, no.
Oh god, no. It's everywhere.
Oh look. Oh my god, we're unpausing. Sweet Jesus, please don't tell us anymore. Alright. As we're getting into game here, looks like they're gonna be recalling. Everyone's just slowly reorienting after taking that 2-hour shit. Looks like Cloudrix being pinged from both sides at the exact same. Oh, probably just post pause, so they both know what they're aiming for, and this is gonna be Cloud Soul if Team PP is able to take it. Googs, you here, bud, or is the resident too strong?
I am
What's
here,
the situation, bud?
I am absolutely covered.
That's always what you would like to hear.
A thin layer or sheath, if you will, of slime.
Looks like the engage is going to be sweeped out, and both teams going to be spotted out. That's going to be the Event Horizon jump onto the Hecarim. He's going to get out with the slightest bit of health, but the MF is going to be catching him with the ultimate. As Lily Moda is going to be charged, the Darius is going to be going full speed of light here. He's going to use the Emperor's Divide, but unfortunately Noxian Guillotine is going to be going off. The Sipper over here on the side is going to have to flash, but the Darius is continuing to run down in this incredible disrespectful display. Karma's going for the poke here over the side of the wall, and Zach's going to be able to go at that dragon.
So we see a dragon finally coming out for 911. This is actually going to be a dragon contest for Soul. That was a very interesting fight. I think it's the second time we've seen Hecarim use his ulti defensively and die in the process.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad to burn it, so they might as well try to get out with it. But unfortunately, I think it's just definitely a strong misplay from Team PP here. They probably should have been grouping up more. Although that being said, it's hard to spot out that thing in the first place. Probably wanted better vision control. The Baron's gonna be pinged from Team 911 here.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, looks like they're debating whether they're gonna start it. Dixon's gonna be spotted with the Make It Rain from the MF.
But now it is known that people are thinking about Dragon.
Yep. Maokai is going to be pushing in even more, as Darius is going to see him, and that's going to be the 2v1 if they go for the engage here. No, it's actually going to be a 4v2.
This is going to be
the Event Horizon is going to catch
fight.
the Maokai. That's going to be the flash from both the MF and the Maokai. That's going to be both the Yuumi, the Noxian Guillotine is going to be popped out. Zach goes for the charge even more. Maokai's going to get fall from the Vygar. And that's going to be Team PP routed yet again from this disgusting Darius, honestly, able to get the shutdowns on everyone. Not even anyone's going to be taken.
These team fights have been gorgeous. Can I just say that?
I liked a couple of them, and it just became, Darius one-shotting everyone as slowly everything goes
what
to tail.
I mean by gorgeous is not
Unfortunately,
necessarily...
Karma's going to get caught out. Able to dodge the hook. Is it going to be
Dodges the
enough?
apprehend. That's a big deal.
Yeah, dodges the apprehend. Did you just look at the ability as we talk?
No, I didn't, because you know what? They
that?
added the card Apprehend to Legends of Runeterra.
Oh my god.
Expansion has been released. Make the clock to the top of the map.
How did you not know that was his ultimate?
Because Noxian Guillotine is his ultimate, and that's also in Legends of Runeterra. Bilgewater has been released. Play with your favorite pirate lads.
Pleasure to have you, kids. Alright. Looks like not much else is happening. Super interesting. Camps are gonna be cleared, unfortunately. Dixon's not gonna be able to get much. Middle lane, just, some pokins happening.
Okay, so now that 911 has Baron, it looks like they're going to try to capitalize that as much as they can, but I think PP is going to be able to make that tough for them.
Jake, are you an electrical engineer? You said you're an engineering major. I'm trying to remember what kind of engineer you are. Alright, moving on. In the middle lane, just stuff's gonna be cleared out by this Veigar. Both teams are probably waiting on this next dragon. It's going to be Cloud Drake. It'll be really scary if this Darius gets any more Cloud Drakes, honestly. It'll be pretty terrifying. On top of if they get the Cloud Soul. However, if Team PP will be able to secure this Cloud Soul, it's gonna probably need that second wind to be able to kite this Darius, as well as, just give him some extra power in these team fights. Run down the MF, run down the Veigar.
These Baron minions are too strong for Sivir. Oh, a snipe by Karma.
Karma's gonna half health the MF, however, he's just gonna kind of be healed back here. It's gonna be the... Which turret was the short? Oh no, I think it's the Azir turret now. Darius looking for some kind of flank here in the jungle. Maokai's gonna do what he can with just pushing vision, but Zach's gonna be here if he needs any more exchange. It looks like they're gonna be trying to siege this mid turret. Oh, that's gonna be the jump onto the Azir with the Noxian Guillotine, as well as the waves of bullets coming in from the MF. The Darius in the back line just trying to get the jump onto everyone. They're going to be able to dodge it. However, the Noxian Knight's here. It has the extra AD. They're going to dive into the Nexus turrets as the Hecarim's going to be able to respond at this point. The Sivir's trying to do just damage here on the side, but Maokai's going for the exchange. Noxian Guillotine still here from the side. Perfectly timed Q from the Karma as the Veigar is going to be one-shot. The Maokai ultimate's going to land onto the Darius, but the Yumi's here, and we know that combo is deadly. The Apprehend's going to be getting onto the Maokai. Sivir's here to try to do the damage and kite out the Yumi. Going to go for the exchange even more. The exhaust is going to be burned, and he's going to try to flash it, but it's not going to be enough. The Apprehend's going to catch two, probably get the Karma here with the bleed here. The Darius Q is going to be able to heal up the crap out of it, and the Yumi's going to be able to get the tipper onto the Sivir, and that's going to be the third Cloud Drake taken by Team 911. ADC diff's going to be spotted in the chat. Let's keep it civil, folks. Please be nice to each other. Jungle diff's also going to be said. Sweet Jesus, please be nice to each other. This is a professional tournament.
ADC loses.
Oh my god. That's going to be the vote. Surrender vote failed, unfortunately, for Team Red for 3-2. Going to keep us in the game here, and that's going to be Cloud point for both teams now. As the cooldown reduction is going to be 30% on ultimates for every for Team 911 here.
What I love about the Darius Yumi combo is probably best expressed in terms of a card game analogy. If you were to start with a handful of every limb of Exodia,
just gonna deafen myself for a little bit as we continue to talk here, and Alice doesn't even recognize that he isn't able to talk. Alright, I'm gonna get it back in. I was deafened myself just so you couldn't talk. A little bit there.
Did you cut out the entire card game analogy?
Maybe. Moving on, Drag's gonna be spawning in 3.5 minutes here, and Baron's gonna be up in a minute. Vision's definitely on the side of Team 911 here, as they basically control the entirety of the river. Looks like Team PP is gonna be pushing this bot side, trying to reestablish what kind of control they can, get these camps, but it's not gonna be enough, at least for now. Emma's gonna use the Make It Rain to get the slow onto the Maokai. She's gonna be trapped by the Event Horizon as Zach goes for the jump. Gets the 2 people. Maokai's going into the side. The MF ult's not gonna get many, and the Darius is pretty much solely warding off everyone. The Event Horizon's gonna get the catch onto the Darius as the Emperor's Divide's gonna ward him off even further. And that's like 3 ultimates burned just so Darius doesn't jump on one person.
On both sides for basically a stagnant team fight.
It's true. Debatably a segmentation fault one if you wanted to go that far.
Segmentation fault.
Darius spamming emotes in front of this tower, just waiting for the next wave to come in so they can push even further. Hecarim's sitting on the side here, suspiciously, ominously, trying to figure out what's happening. The Event Horizon's going to be able to catch the Sivir. No, he's going to actually E, and that's the one shot onto Lilymoto. Darius able to get the Noxian Might here, pops the Ghost. Has a ton of move speed, but it's not going to utilize it even further. That's going to be the final inner turret, or the bottom inner turret, since the top one's still here. Taken for Team 911.
Wow, so I think, you know, it's kind of unequivocally a 911 favored game now.
Yeah, I would say so. The Gold League's definitely in their favor now at 5k, and they're both on Soul Point. They're going to be spotted out, have to go for the disrespectful approach, as that's going to be the catch onto the Maokai as Darius goes for 2. The MF ult's going to chunk out both the bot lane entirely. Maokai is going to be the one who's probably going to have to be sacrificed. Noxian Guillotine's able to get the execute onto the Maokai at nearly 1,000 health there. Darius looking for even more. Probably, no, not able to get the Zir.
Maybe pushing them back, I think, just to make sure that this injured is good.
Yeah, Team PB here probably just trying to stall for Dixon's respawn, but I don't think they can haul off the wave for 30 seconds here. Sivir does have the wave clear at this point. Hit nearly 40 minutes and the 300 CS, the golden number for Sivir. Sivir's, what's it called? Karma's gonna try to poke out with the Q here. Gonna get the exhaust onto the Azir. The flash apprehend onto the Q. Unfortunately, he's going. The Karma's gonna have to miss the flash shit there, and that's gonna be the execute onto the Darius with the incredible disrespectful Nexus strike. The Hecarim's going for the rundown onto the Veigar. He's gonna go golden and get rooted. Gonna get the charge in the Cell Division onto the Zac, and is going to survive with the sliver of health, but the execute's gonna come in with the Yuumi. MF's gonna get, Sivir's gonna get chunked out to 200 health as the ultimates pop, and it looks like, oh yeah, the MF is just gonna die here from the Azir. Maokai's gonna try to chase it even further onto the Veigar, but nothing is going to be gained. It's gonna be a 40-minute game. Looks like the Dragon, Dragon's here in 2 seconds as they're gonna have to respawn, and Sivir and Maokai potentially able to get this really quickly. They're gonna try to leash it out when they really should just try to be rushing it down as fast as possible. Neither jungler is gonna be up fast enough for either team, and that's gonna be Cloud Soul for Team PP.
And as you had mentioned, Connor, the sort of hidden rule of the tournament. Any games that go to 60 minutes or more officially go to segmentation fault.
It's true. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, it doesn't even matter who's playing. It's just instantly all 10 souls are forfeited to the segmentation fault gods.
Yes, exactly.
Because you know when you die in game, you die in segmentation fault play.
Yes, and souls are worth at least 10 games.
Yeah, apologies for not showing items more. I'm trying to press it as much as possible, but again, I literally have to press and hold this thing.
We will not stop timing out people until there is no one left in chat.
It's true. It's gonna be some pink words here. Let's look at the items as well as, because you know we haven't been really analyzing them as much. It's gonna be 4 items. As the Zac goes for the engage on the top side here, Karma's gonna get caught out with the Noxian Guillotine. Sivir's gonna try to flash out, however he's not gonna be enough, and the Guillotine's just gonna get the catch. Maokai is trapped in the Event Horizon as they're just gonna slap onto everyone. The Hecarim goes for the charge. The Vigar is going to go golden, as it looks like there's going to be a wild goose chase, or perhaps a wild Senator chase, as the Hecarim is just going to be charging, and there's going to be a race here downtown at the high Tokyo Drift, as both sides are going for the charge. The Rampage and the Onslaught, the Blue Smite's going to be able to slow down the what's it called? The Darius just enough. The Prowling Projectile is able to get the catch onto the Hecarim, but the slow's not there. And the Hecarim is probably going to get out safely.
Or horse?
Well, it's Darius with a cat or a horse. Simple laws of physics would tell you that it'd be harder, you know, to carry it with a cat, but apparently it makes you faster.
Right.
Zac's going for an incredibly disrespectful engage. Oh, with the Vigars already here, the Event Horizon's not going to be able to catch the Hecarim. Alex is going to get one shot as just a collateral. Vigar's going to try to poke, and they may just go for the Nexus here. The wonderful spell shield from the Sivir is going to be able to block the Apprehend, as the Hecarim's going for the charge onto the Darius. They're going to try to burst with the can. That's going to be a 3-man Apprehend. There's the Rampage and the Onslaught. That's going to be the Noxian Guillotine onto the Hecarim as they get the single charge, but that's going to be the kill onto Darius. Maokai's going to be able to get the kill onto MF, as well as the Zac and the Yuumi. And that's going to be Vigar going for the exchange, and Lily's going to survive with a slight health, but the Dark Matter is going to be able to get the crush onto her. Probably pinging the shield of Karma, trying to figure out what was happening, and that's going to be surviving with the smallest amount of stuff here.
Miss Fortune is still alive, trying to figure out what to do with her life now
it's true. I'm probably AFKing, trying to flame in all chat, yet we're not going to see much. Sivir's going to type in all chat, disrespect my family. And, yes, I think we are going to disrespect your family. That's going to be top tower, finally cracked by Team 911. Maokai is going to try to see it. Can he one-shot the ADC? Probably. Going to be the jump of the both of them, and that's going to be the combo on this Karma. Unfortunately, Citrix just going to be able to get caught out there. That's going to be the really early QSS, unfortunately burned by the MF, and that's going to be the kill onto Maokai.
And that's an ace with
and I will hold tab so people can see items. You're welcome. You're saying?
Well, it seems like this is kind of a soft reset. Everybody has killed each other a lot, and one inhib is now back up.
You could say it's a mass extinction event, bringing us back to like the Protozoic age.
Yes.
Both teams closing in on full builds. The gold differentials closed entirely. 2k just really separating these two teams here. Zac not going to be fully done as well as the Hecarim, but nearly both supports actually have all their full items. Yuumi having the Darksteel, but no stacks at this point. Sivir, or MF's going to have 3 Zeal items and is looking to probably go for a GA next? Or is just building a stopwatch for some security's sake. Hecarim's unfortunately going to go into the charge with the Darius having the full exchange here, getting the fear, as Karma's going to try to save with his dam, but the Noxian Guillotine is going to be able to get the execute onto the Vigar. Onto the Hecarim, sorry. Emperor's Divide's going to try to separate it, but the Noxian Guillotine is going to be able to jump across it, as it looks like the Darius is going to try to go for the end here. Going to get the apprehend onto 2 people. What are these ranges? The Sivir's going to survive with the slightest amount of health, but the ultimate from the Primordial Burst from the Vigar is going to be able to one-shot her. And it looks like this is probably going to be game.
Dame done it.
And that's just going to be the charge onto the Maokai. He's going to die. Karma's here on the side trying to clear the wave. But nothing's much happening. They're going to go for the charge. The Event Horizon's going to miss.
One team really enjoyed playing their favorite video game.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. That Darius just being a wonderful champion. Sivir typing in all chat, Jake, why you gotta do that to me? And that's probably going to be the Nexus here. They just need one more auto. And that's going to be game 1 going to team 911.
And there's the cupcake we saw from earlier, and Alex was completely right the whole time.
Alright. Nobody likes League of Legends. Kind of
that
mean,
is
Jake.
absolutely
League of
true.
Legends does have feelings. They are people too. Looks like we're probably gonna get
well-
into draft soon.
Interestingly enough,
Yeah, let's look
this
at the
game
links.
actually has a card game that is remarkably balanced.
Please stop
Uh,
talking. Hold on one second. Cedric, I just moved you for a hot sec. Are we using the same pro draft link?
I think we're not gonna use ProDraft. ProDraft bad. I think we're just gonna pick in client.
Okay. Alright. Thank you for your input, Cedric. Stay sexy.
No.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna get into draft with, albeit a kind of, meh, what's it called? Pick ban, because it doesn't look as cool as pro draft.
I'm,
But,
I'm
looks like
actually
we're gonna have
gonna
game
need
2 here.
to. I'm actually gonna need to change my pants after Alex just came into the call
It's true.
because his voice was
That
really.
was a little unfortunate.
His voice meandered into parts of my ear I didn't even know I had.
It's true.
And so let's just say that I didn't buy big enough pants for this occasion.
Luke says he uses it to keep his blood pressure high when he's playing League of Legends. I don't know. Do you just not stare at lobster photos for that? Jake says it's Stockholm syndrome. I mean, are you really scared of League of Legends? Is that what's really happening here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is
Larkin
absolutely-
creating a ranked game doesn't even invite me. Pretty disrespectful on his part.
Is Larkin in chat?
I believe Larkin is in chat.
Wait, he's in rank one.
We have some people in chat saying, "Hey comms, you think gonna ban Dar next game?" Ban Yumi, that was their carry. Yeah, I definitely think the Darius ban's gonna come out. And probably the Yumi as well. That Yumi was pretty disgusting, if I'm being honest.
I don't think the Darius ban even really needs to happen. I mean, you just gotta ban Yumi because you can do the same thing with Jax or something. I don't know.
I mean, Jax doesn't like 1v5 like that. I mean, unless Andrew's operating it, but
Well, yeah, I mean, Lobster. I can speak from firsthand experience that Lobster benefited from the Jax pretty early on in this tournament.
Darius ban bad. Thank you, Luke. That valuable input right there.
Dame.
By the way, we actually have a new loading screen, chat, which is this temporary screen I made for Among Us gameplay when Andrew was AFK for like 30 minutes. So I have this loading screen as we get into draft here.
We got the draft
Okay.
up and
It's gonna be the Rengar band from Team PP here. One second, I'm going to have to move the blue corn. It's gonna be the Maokai band. They definitely do not want Mac Mango on the Maokai again. He had a wonderful game, honestly. It's gonna be the
Yeah.
Zoe ban out? Are they gonna ban? Okay, that's gonna be the Zyra ban. Are they gonna ban the Darius here or the Yumi? What's gonna happen? That's gonna be the Yumi ban.
there's
Okay.
the Yumi. I had a feeling. I think Darius on his own is not all that frightening.
It's true. That being said, they could just pick Darius again. He wasn't super dominant in lane. It's only when it came to this team size. Alright, so the Kha'Zix banned yet again. Cedric
Oh.
picking. You're saying?
The Darius could have been if that kill hadn't been gotten by the Maokai. The Darius could have snowballed in top lane a little bit.
true.
But I mean, when you play a tank top lane, there just isn't much snowballing that can go on there.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be Ornn picked up immediately, and the Darius is gonna be picked
There's
in
the
response. We're gonna have to see how well Mac Mango can play against the Darius against the Ornn. He actually did fantastic in lane with that Maokai. Honestly, I don't know, 900 Song's got to be a bit more respectful than he was last game. Big Stank Mouse. I actually love the name of that. The jungler here. It's gonna be the Kane picked up for him. Dixon has the counter pick if he wishes. See if you can do it.
Well, I would like to remind people that I am in fact a stinky mummy, and you should unwrap me and take a lick.
Alright. And a little chill here is we're gonna stall out for the maximum time. Dixon's going for the Master Yi! That's a very incredible pick this early on. If they want to go for any kind of counter here, they can with like a Fiddlesticks or something funny like that. Mac Mango gonna be picking their support. That's gonna be the Taric Yi.
There's the Taric Yi, huh? The gold
Jake
funnel
says in chat, why did I hear that with my own ears? Honestly, I could be asking the same question.
Yeah, I know. Gold funneling is kind of disgusting, and hearing it with your own ears probably was not all that great, so I am sorry for that.
Of course. Well, I mean, it's not gold funneling anymore, it's just playing Taric and playing Yi. That's gonna be the Kassadin pick. Probably picking a scaling champion, just so, if Yi gets insane and we go to 40 minutes like we do every game, they need something to counter it, so that's what the Kassadin's here for.
But, I mean, of course, late-game champs in this tournament are not going to be...
Larkin saying in chat, holy fuck, let's go, as if anyone's ever got it excited for a Yi pick ever. Besides the Yi himself.
Well, I was pretty excited for the
It's gonna
Yi
be the
pick.
Lulu ban, incredibly strange. I don't know, I think that Tark's going support. I don't think it's a mid
the
Tark.
Lulu ban.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're anticipating that Tark being mid, but if I'm being honest, I think the Tark's going support. I don't know. I don't know modern funneling strats and how they work. Working with the Pogs, I can agree.
Oh, wait, yeah. Also, we have, oh, wait, no. The orange is going to be...
Not a problem.
It's gonna be the MF banned out. Probably Sidric doesn't want to deal with getting one shot by accident again.
We remember that from last game. Anyway, I was gonna say that
It's gonna be the Karma band.
Karma ban.
Honestly, I didn't think the Karma made that big of an impact, but I guess the champion's so reliable in general, you don't want to play against it.
Well, I mean, this is interesting because what is Alex's third support? We haven't seen too
Does
much.
Alex play more than 2 champions? I didn't know that existed. No. Moving on. No, actually, he has his choice. Obviously, that could be the Tark, right? He could be the one playing the Tark here.
Oh, he probably is. Yeah, that does make sense.
Well, yeah, unless Lily's playing it mid. I guess we're going to be finding out with these future
But
picks.
I haven't really seen Alex play Tark before.
I've seen him play it before. Especially if they're doing some kind of funnel strat, they may have been practicing it.
Interesting.
They still have to be picking their entirety of bot lane here for team 911. It's going to be the Leona picked up. If that Taric is mid, the hard counter to Leona is the Vel'Koz support, and it'd be really funny if we got it in this game. I honestly think the Vel'Koz is a pretty sweet idea. Unless Kassadin's able to get the interrupts. There's some really scary people here on team 911. If the Morgana's picked up, that's also a fantastic idea. You're saying?
I was just gonna say that that the last time I remember being excited for a Master Yi game was when
Where is that? Is that Kindred bot? What?
Oh, this is interesting.
Well, I don't know. Is that a misclick? I don't know what's happening here. Malzahar, what? Okay, so I guess it's Taric, Kindred, bot, Malzahar, mid, Yi, jungle, and Ornn top. I'm sure Larkin loves this comp so much. There's the what? Who's their ADC? Who is their? Tell me their ADC right now. Who is their ADC?
It has to be Kindred. There's no way.
No, on the other side.
Oh God.
I guess Vel'Koz. These are some degenerate team comps. I mean, I guess okay. So there's some things here, right? If one person gets fed, Team PP's comp has some fantastic counters, right? You got the Kindred and the Taric preventing any kind of one shot, and you got the Malzahar, Ornn, and Taric for peel, right? Is it Kayn ADC? I swear to God. What are these solo queue comps? I don't know what I'm looking at.
What would be jungle if it was Kayn ADC?
What is jungle? If it's Kayn ADC?
Yeah.
Darius? I don't. Yeah, no. I'm guessing. Okay, it has to be. Okay. Okay, so
it has to be Vel'Koz. I think you're right. It has to be Vel'Koz.
Yeah, I think it's Vel'Koz.
I mean, it could be Darius bot and like Kassadin top, but that would be really weird.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. It's gonna be Vel APC, as Donor says. Oh wait, he's the one on the team, so I guess he is. He'll be the one to say. I'm gonna get into game 2. Oh, as we have a 3-minute delay still.
We have the 3-minute delay. But very interesting team comps.
It's true, true.
And I mean, what I find fascinating is that we have the Taric and the Kindred for the double invincibility on Team PP.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to be strong coordination, right?
Yes.
In terms of like both of them not popping them simultaneously, or if they do pop them simultaneously, trying to have like 5 minutes of continuous team, or like 6 seconds of continuous damage laying on them. QXF Gaming's gonna be saying, imagine not knowing what a counter comp is. Well, a counter comp is in like you counter random number of spaces on champ select and then picking that champion and then like putting it in your comp somehow. Yeah, I guess that is a counter comp. Looks like we're gonna have about another minute and a half, or minute 45 seconds until we get into game here.
I'm imagining that Team PP's comp is made to be an unkillable Yi to mirror the unkillable Darius from last game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what Dixon said is like, enough of this bullshit. I'm gonna be the one who just raffle stomps their ass with fucking Master Yi, right? I'm gonna show you have to ban every single one of my champions. It can't just be the Kha'Zix. It can't just be, all these. They didn't ban even the Hecarim or anything. So I guess, yeah, Dixon's just like, my game. This one's on me, boys. / Lily.
Right. Well, I mean, we definitely have a game on our hands. I think both comps are pretty formidable. I would say they have good team fight potential on both sides. Definitely Team PP's.
Oh wait, Seg's showing for some reason. Weird.
Team PP's concept is a little more inspired, and probably just overall has a little more like, team fight capability.
Sure.
But Bel'Kaz is a one-man show. And Darius has shown that he can really tear up team fights, and of course Leona is a beautiful utility tool.
Gonna be getting into game here soon.
15 seconds. Every strand of hair on my body is erect.
5 seconds. Who do you think's gonna win? Just give me a gut feeling.
I'm saying Team PP. I really like their comp. I think they've gone through the thick and the thin together, and they have the coordination to be able to pull off this concept.
Team PP. Okay. How about overall for the series? Who do you think's winning?
Team Lobster, I would say, actually has made great showings at this in the games that they played. So yeah, I would say Team Lobster probably.
Series, not tournament.
I'm calling it a tournament because Team Lob is gonna win the game. Who do you think's gonna win? You think Team PP's gonna win the whole thing because you're cringe.
What? No, I don't mean the whole thing. I'm talking about just the series. Just this game. Or like,
I thought you were talking about
set of 3 matches. Yeah.
Oh, the set of 3 matches. That's actually kind of tough. I genuinely don't know. I'd say probably just by pure statistics, I would say Team 911's gonna win. They have the first game, and even though I think that they're less favored going into this game, they'll probably be able
so you think
to
it's gonna be 2-1 911?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my
honestly, I've been liking PP's coordination in that first game, although they got run over by that Darius. They had some fantastic plays. I think just individual work they need to be pushing up here. And if they're able to get that, like, keep the mental, all of that, it'll be enough. What? What the hell? Who is? Oh my god! I'm having an aneurysm looking at everything here. Looks like their mid laner is going bot now. Oh, okay. So Lily's playing EDC, I guess, for this game, and Malzahar's mid. Or no. I guess it's Kindred mid versus Kassadin here.
I want to remind people that, as we said before, if games go to 60 minutes, Segmentation Fault automatically wins. But if games end before 20 minutes, then Lobster automatically wins.
Some people on all chat are saying, IDK, if you think your comp gonna work, IDK man. Dixon says, chill out, man. Easy clap. Why'd you make your worst player who you funnel into? Wow, some serious toxicity coming out of all chat. Dixon saying, this isn't a funnel comp, it's Tarek mid, my guy.
Interesting.
Definitely some slander coming out from both sides.
Something that Golden Thorn can't pivot towards being a bit of a guardian angel to godly RNG in the late game.
But I would have pivoted to Murlocs myself.
True.
Here
Honestly,
in mid lane,
very fair.
standard trades. Lily able to get some decent chunks out here. Kassadin is definitely like an anti-mage, like most of his stuff's magic shields, so having an AD champion there is going to be really useful. Let's see here on the top side. Or in the bot side. Leona is going to be chunked out to 200 health with some kind of probably poor exchange on their part. The Vel'Koz is going to stay relatively healthy.
Golden Thorn kind of wastes the ignite on the Leona, but I should say that
he was at 200 health. He wasn't. It's true. I mean, look, they don't even have heal on the bot side, right? The Vel'Koz went for barrier instead. Looks like Sidgwick's gonna be caught out here, having to flash. Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're way ahead of me.
I
Or
am.
maybe not. Wait. Oh, yeah, the flash just happened for me.
Make sure you like click on the bottom bar, but you're like, oh shit, I disoriented mine. Like, are you all the way in the front? You can probably press like speed up or something.
Yeah, I'm fast forward.
That's gonna be first blood from
like,
Darius onto the Ornn, unfortunately. As in the mid lane, looks like they're trying to gank onto Lily Moto. Gonna get the kill onto Kayn here, as Dixon's able to get the counter invade, or the counter gank.
wow, beautiful kill.
That Ryan with a wonderful flash Q onto the Leona here, able to get the kill. So yeah, definitely a ton of action in that last minute here. Malefic Visions, or otherwise known as Space Aids, is going to jump onto the Vel'Koz. The tower's going to actually be sieged and pushed out by Kindred here. Really just like perma-pushing, trying to take advantage of that early advantage against Kassadin. It's going to be a bunch of Mia pings in the bot side. They do not want that Master Yi being fed. He'll become terrifying very, very quick. Honestly, I agree with you. I'm liking PP's chances in this game.
Yes, I do.
I will say PP will win this game and they'll win game 3. I will say it's 2-1 PP.
I kind of like PP in general, actually. So I'm just for no reason watching the bot lane, and I
mean, wouldn't doubt go to bot, right?
quite a bit of a resemblance to paint drawing.
It's true. Again, not even with Segmentation Fault not in this series, they're here in spirit, you know?
They're here in spirit. They decide to haunt us.
Especially with such a volatile lane as
Godly
Vel'Koz versus
RNG goes for the execute on the Raptors.
Unfortunate.
Very, very high level play.
Gameplay, yeah. Raptors is a little bit harder to take on you than pretty much most other junglers. It's not a very healthy clear.
And that's why, that just shows the spirit of PP. Never surrender, okay? When you're up against chickens and you think you're losing, don't save face, don't back off, and don't, think about how how absolutely terribly embarrassing it would be to die to Raptors on stream.
Yeah, that would be pretty embarrassing, although it was off screen for me. So.
But you know what? It shows the spirit. It shows.
He's gonna go for the rematch into the chickens, and he's showing dominance this time.
Honestly, next time those chickens won't stand a chance. But maybe,
yeah, he's gonna have the exchange.
Team
Probably
911
inting a
will.
little here, going for the meditate in front of 3 people. However, the Taric is here for the engage. The Kindred ultimate's gonna be burned really early, unfortunately. Gonna get out. Kindred's here. Vel'Koz doesn't have 6 either. It's gonna be the knock-up and the full trade with the stun onto everyone as he's trying to go killed in the background. Malzahar's here with the kill onto Kassadin as well, and hit level 6 there. Could have used the ultimate if he wanted. And the Leona's gonna die as well. That's like honestly some fantastic pickup kills for Malzahar here. Kindred and Yi are all gonna survive. And Taric's gonna be...
What we thought was an absolute misplay by Dixon ended up being an amazing turnaround and a huge start to the game.
Yeah, well, he was just through proper coordination with the bot side there. They just were able to get up here. Taric was able to save a lot of butts, although sacrificing himself in the process.
Yeah.
Looks like that's going to be Dragon taken by Team PP.
Right.
And we're going to have Ocean Soul next. Or Ocean Drake next.
This is why all of you watching at home should stay in school, because you will never be remotely as good at League of Legends as these people are.
It's true. Let's see here. Anything interesting else going in bot lane? Looks like Malzahar, yeah, Malzahar just hit 6 and Taric's gonna hit 6 soon. Both very important and critical ultimates for this game. Looks like some on my way pings are going into the mid lane as Darius looks to be ganking Kindred here. She doesn't have the Lamb's Respite yet. She's gonna go for the Q forward, and the exchange is gonna come up. Darius is trying to chase her down, but it looks like Kindred's gonna be able to get out. Doesn't have flash up yet. And Ornn's gonna be pushing out top.
Alrighty.
You eating something there, bud?
Big start for Team PP. They're in the lead. They got 1 dragon. They have a substantial gold lead. They're well positioned to start capitalizing on their advantage.
True. Looks like in the bot side we're going to see some kind of exchange. No, they're just warding all off minions. Malzahar having a very short range, unfortunately, so the Vel'Koz is going to be able to counter him in the bot lane. I don't know what this fucking game is, bro. Prolific Vision's finally going to be popped as they look to be clearing the wave and match it. Malzahar does have the Lost Chapter, so his incredibly weak wave clear is going to be able to be taken advantage, or finally mitigated. That's going to be the ultimate popped onto the Vel'Koz. As the Vel'Koz goes down to 200 health, the barrier is going to be used. The Q is just going to miss him in the slightest. Then the Lifeform Disintegration Ray is going to be popped as Alex goes in with the passive to get the final 200 damage he needs to kill the Vel'Koz. On the top side, looks like some ganks are trying to be done. Yi finally has 6 here. Kane's trying to go against the gank from the side and is not going to be spotted, just in the slightest. If Kane goes for the gank here, it's going to be a very dangerous one. Yi's trying to go in from here. The execute's going to be here. Is Dixon going to go for the 2v1? He does. He pops the ultimate, the Highlander. Kane's going to use the ultimate immediately. Noxie and Might's going to be here for Dixon. Or no, he's not going to be here. Able to dodge the apprehend. Has the Q. Highlander's still here, but the execute's going to finish him off with the bleed procs.
Well, I mean, that wasn't quite worth it for...
Yeah, there's a 2-for-1 and Darius gets 2 kills.
at the end there, but honestly, PP does still have that, that important amount of gold.
Yeah, regardless, you're giving gold to this Yi, right? Even if they lost the trade as a 2-for-1, you're still giving the Yi more items, more stuff to work with here.
Yeah, it seems like Malzahar, Taric, and Kindred are all going to be, and even Ornn are just going to be magnificent team fighters as Yi just kind of goes in and terrorizes each one individually.
Yeah. Looking for some kind of exchange here in the jungle. Lilymoto going for the exchange, just going in for the charge. Leona's gonna have to flash out. doesn't want to burn that ultimate in case a team fight happens soon. Kayn here on the side. Sidgwick going headstrong in front of everyone. Lamb the Respite's going to jump over, and that's going to be the flash alpha strike from our resident Yi here. Vel'Koz is going to be able to get a kill onto Malzahar off screen, and Sidgwick's going to just steal the kill here. Highlander's still here. Unfortunately, doesn't get the ultimate onto the Yi, but that's going to be enough to get the kill onto the Vel'Koz. And Sidgwick's going to survive with the small sliver of health here.
What
insane stuff.
done by Alec.
Yeah, we're gonna have some
really
crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have some insane Titans here. Honestly, but Darius and Yi are just gonna be some super scary carries for both teams. They're gonna be trying to look out for. And this is probably what PP needed, right? If they wanted this situation because they have the protection on the Taric, on the Kindred, to be able to keep the Yi alive long enough to just one-shot the rest of the team. Miguel saying, "Yo, why is Darius trying to compensate by talking shit?" Honestly, we wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know. Let's see here. Anything else interesting going on? Sidgwick going for a super strange build. I'm not sure anything builds out of Catalyst and Glacial Shroud right now. Probably just trying to get one item and decided against a different one. Bot lane's gonna be cleared. Darius is up nearly 40 CS and 2 kills on this Ornn, unfortunately. However, we have seen Mac Mango do miracles with basically pennies. The Gearcoods?
Yeah, no, I'm just watching.
Yeah. Well, you're actually casting, not watching, which means you don't have to talk.
Oh, I'm casting?
I believe so.
What's up, YouTube?
Some more
Hey,
fun stuff.
my last video has 1K views now.
Oh,
Isn't that
sweet.
kinda-
That is actually pretty cool. But only 70% of the viewers are subscribed.
Hey, only 4% watched to the end, which is kind of high, low-key. 40 people. 40 people watched to the end.
And that's going to be Dragon Take by Team PP here. That's second Drake. Kindred honestly putting in work this game. Vixen having some fantastic E play here.
Righty.
Anything else interesting? They're trying to get this blue buff so that there's going to be more stacks onto the Kindred here. So it's going to be very critical for her to get it. And that's going to be how many stacks on the Kindred? 5. Before 20 minutes, it's actually incredibly impressive. Highlander's going to be popped here quick, really, by the Yi here onto the Leona. That's going to be the kill onto her. The Taric ultimate's going to go really early. Kane's going to be able to slow him, but the Kindred's just going to be able to run him down with the E and the stun. Fantastic coordination from Team PP here.
Wow.
They're gonna need
Team
more coverage.
just gotta have their way with the opponent's jungle, which is super huge for Kindred.
Yeah, honestly, just getting those extra stacks will give him a lot more range and attack speed. Getting the scaling, just in case Yi wasn't scary enough, you'll have some range carries also to deal with later. Honestly, probably going for like this super greedy late game build is a pretty good idea in these games because they always take so long to finish. And they're pinging that red buff too. Trying to take it as early as, or trying to take it while it's still here. Gonna be another stack onto the Kindred. However, Darius is gonna probably try to contest it this time. They're gonna be stunning it and they continue to get it. That's gonna be the 7th stack onto the, or 6th stack onto the Kindred. That's gonna be the Yi going in, pop the execute. That's gonna be the suppression onto the Darius. Kane's going to be able to get the kill. The Lifeform Disintegration Ray is unfortunately going to be able to kill the Yi before the Lamb's Respite's going to be popped. And that's going to be a very precarious trade, unfortunately, as Yi dies. However, a lot of summons were burned on team.
It is commonly said that for every minute the game goes on, Larkin grows a micron taller.
Don't we all grow like a micron taller?
Well, no. Larkin specifically gains strength from how late.
Oh, it's true, because they're slowly consuming the souls of the damned as they scale into the lake. I forgot, my bad. It's gonna be Krug's taking off, trying to make sure that Kindred's not gonna be able to get any more stacks, or at least that easily. Anything else interesting going on here? Not much.
No,
Honestly,
actually,
this has been a
I would
pretty.
say that
Yeah, you're
I would say that everyone in this game is actually a pussy.
Well, I mean, there's 18 kills in 16 minutes. It's not like they're really backing down from a fight here.
Also,
you
should say that Ardit's sexist. I need to
Ardit is sexist? I mean, Ardit's Albanian, so. Or does that mean I'm racist?
No, the word Kai said.
I was gonna say, I mean, this game hasn't even felt like there was like a proper laning phase. They just kind of went into team fights immediately. The Highlander's gonna be popped onto the Darius as Ghosts as well, and that's just gonna be another shutdown that
another
Dixon's
kill.
able to redeem. The bot tower here is gonna be trying to be taken by the Kindred and the Tark, but the Vel'Koz and the Leona will be able to ward it off. Gonna be able to get Scuttle here. Drake's gonna be spawning in a minute and a half, and Baron in 3, but honestly, these like last 4 minutes have felt like it in the game in itself. The amount of action we've seen. Malzahar's gonna be going for the mid lane turret, as Bot's gonna be trying to get any kind of tower here. They really are behind in gold here, nearly 4k at 17 minutes.
Yikes.
Blade of the Ruin King's gonna be done for Master Yi, as well as the Blood Razor, so he's gonna be really strong right now.
Man, I mean, we've all been talking about how potent the Master Yi is going to be, but look at the Kindred's ratio right now.
Kindred's is absolutely disgusting, as well as having the Executioner's Calling. Probably just trying to stop that Darius healing. Darius had to pick up a QSS as his like half-second item. That's like a Larkin build if I've ever seen one, as well as a Doran shield. You know, he's just a tab.
We've been waiting for Lily to find her moment to shine, and I'm happy that we've been able to see some of what she can do in this game.
Sure. That sounded like you were trying to make a joke there, but nothing was. Yeah.
It wasn't. No, that was not a setup.
It sounded like, you know, like subtle. Yeah. All right. Looks like they all are converging onto the bot side here. The Highlander is popped. Go for the exchanges. Dixon's gonna be slaughtered in the middle in the Tribush here. Vel'Koz is gonna be able to catch the knockoff onto Lilymoto.
Oh, I thought that was a pause, but I just lagged.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting fight. However, Dixon's gonna have to get shot, like, you know, get killed here. However, 911's not gonna go for take advantage of it and start the dragon. The Yi will probably be up before they start it. Yeah, they're just gonna be able to. They're gonna be happy with that kill and leave.
Yeah, Yi doesn't want to be dead.
He doesn't want to be dead. In general, most champions in this game don't want to be dead unless you're playing Kog'Maw or what's his name? Not Xerath, Karthus. Those are the only two champions that kind of enjoy being dead.
Right. Yeah, I would say from an analyst's perspective, I would have to disagree. I think most champions.
Well, we're casters, not analysts, so you don't have to worry about that. Gotta remember your official positions, bud.
True,
Both sides are scouting it out, looking oh so familiar with what the positionings are here, as Team PP is going to be starting up the dragon here. 911's trying to make a frontal assault, and that's just going to be dragon secured immediately. More team fights. Definitely both teams are itching for something. They want to keep this action rolling. No segmentation faults here. Darius looking in the brush for anything, but it looks like they're just going to be splitting apart here.
Okay, so it looks like we're just getting a casual push here.
Yeah.
Leona took her.
The drag. Oh, this is actually now we're at a soul point here. As well as another tower is going to be taken by Team PP. Nearly 5k gold up at this point. Baron is now up. Vision's definitely weak on both sides. Not great compared to last game. So I mean, both sides are kind of an ARAM comp anyway. I don't think Vision's super important unless they want to try to camp something.
Team 911 is taking one of Kindred's camps, so I guess the scaling is going to happen another day.
Well, yeah, I mean, they can still get marks from other stuff.
Yeah. Specifically, the Kassadin, I think, is the current marked one.
The Kassadin is correct, the currently marked.
Alrighty. Okay, we have a team fight in the works here. I think they're trying to bait something.
It's going to be called the Forge God, placed out by the Ornn. Unfortunately, not going to be able to catch anyone. Vel'Koz's on the side here, looking for the opportunity. Doesn't get the knock up. Darius is also in the flanks. Has the ability to just jump in and try to one-shot someone. Has the flash, has the Nocturne Guillotine. Dixon's looking in from the side. Highlander ready, primed and armed. Both teams are going to be slowly waiting for the engage. Malzahar has been chunked out to half health. But they're being patient. That's going to be the apprehend onto the onto the Taric. As the exchange comes in, the Lamb's Respite's going to save a bunch of people. However, the Malzahar ultimate's going to be able to get the exchange. Highlander Dixon's in the back line, able to one-shot everyone, and able to get the one-shot onto yeah, as I said before, just killing the entire team.
Astounding. This is going to be an inhib for sure.
Yeah, they're just going to push towards the inhib. Probably not going to go for the Baron, as the Kayn is up in 10 seconds. But at least this will give the capabilities to get the inhibitor. Highlander's still active for this long. Having... Yeah, that was forever.
I think they can go for Baron here.
I don't think they go for Baron. No, everyone's up. That's incredibly greedy. However, Kindred will try to go for this mark here. Do you have any commentary you were saying? Look like
well, I was just waiting to see if Kayn went for the Kindred at the mark.
Yes, they both knew that it was going up, but they probably just couldn't get there fast enough. He's not going blue Kayn this game, I believe not. So yeah, he's red Kayn, which means his move speed's not nearly as fast. He can't really chase down people as much. However, we got those super minions climbing in the mid lane here.
Right. Yep. So, I mean, this is interesting. What does Team 911 need to do here to actually come back?
Well, if you look, both the Kassadin and the Vel'Koz are building out their Zhonya's, and that's going to be super critical so that they're going to be stalling out the Yi ultimate, right? What they really want to be happening is that making sure no one gets one shot, so the Highlander just kind of expires and the Yi kind of dwindles out a bit. Because PP really wants to be playing like this kind of bursty comp, right? You have the Taric ultimate, you have the Kindred ultimate, so you really just want to be trying to... All team fights should be lasting exactly 6 seconds.
And they do have ways of...
Yeah, this is going to be actually the Despacito Baron taken by Team 911, called the Forge Gods, trying to stall what they can, but the team looks like they're trying to collapse. The Baron's going to come to half health here as the team seems a little bit indecisive on what they're trying to do. That's going to be the Highlander popped by the what's it called, Master Yi, and that's going to be the kill onto the Leona. However, the Ornn's going to die in the background. The suppression's going to be landed onto the Darius as pretty much the entirety of Team PP is going to be pushing forward. Kayn's going to fall, and that's only going to be the 2 mages here.
That's the Nexus.
Mid lane. As well as the Nexus is going to be knocked on by these super minions. They're going to have to address that if they want to keep going. Dixon's going to have to...
Baron.
Yeah, that's going to be Baron taking for Team PP. Interesting team fight, honestly. 911 definitely making a fatal flaw with being indecisive in that Baron pit and just giving Team PP the opportunity to collapse. They really want to make a decision. Are they going to take that are they going to take that Baron, or are they going to go for the fight? You know? And they really didn't want to be going for the fight because of the Yi. So they probably should have just backed off in general. Looks like they're also aiming towards that dragon. Both teams collapsing, knowing that it's Team PP soul if they get it. And it's actually going to be both teams soul if they go towards 40 minutes. You here, bud?
I am. I have very little to say here because I'm trying to suss out like what the important parts of this.
Looks like we have a jungler 1v1 happening in the top side. However, Kayn's gonna go back in, Meditate's gonna prevent it, and 5 people are gonna collapse. Dixon, unfortunately, is probably gonna get caught here, and that's the jungler gone. However, in the backside here, Dragon's gonna be taken by Team PP. Here's the Mountain Soul, gonna be preventing a lot of damage, but it looks like both sides are split. Call of the Forge God's gonna try to delay what they can. Malzahar is able to get the exchange, and the Legstorm Disintegration Ray is not gonna be able to get the kill. Nocturne Guillotine able to get the executed onto Malzahar. Almost gonna get the Ornn, and is able to get the Ornn. But here in the side, Lilimoto and
Kindred
Sidgwick
is really
able to
strong right
clean house, making sure that team fight was not a complete loss as the super minions are knocking on that Nexus.
Yeah, they know that they don't win against Taric Kindred right now, and
True.
and that
Yeah, Kindred's utterly insane right now.
Two
Has the
towers.
Black Cleaver and the Bork. Just does some disgusting damage. Is only going to get more strong as the stacks come in. That range of the attack speed and the attack damage are going to be even farther.
Can we just remark about the fact that Kindred has not died? She is 7-0
I mean,
12 right
she's literally the god of death. The kind of the whole point is that she chooses when to die.
That's true, and clearly
Canonically, like, you know, she's not really
playing
supposed
well.
to die. Yeah, that's true. She'd fit well in some kind of furry convention. Kayn, unfortunately not operating that great this game. It has the red Kayn for the knockups, but most of the team is really, really squishy. So you're not taking advantage of all the lifesteal and spell vamp that Rost gives you.
And I mean, Dixon has been performing very well, but I think, you know, his impact has dwindled a little bit in recent team fights. He was very good in that at that Baron fight. But that you know, that dragon fight was, you know, basically only won by the Kindred.
Yeah, I mean, to give you a bigger indicator of who's like really the carry on Team PP, the Ornn actually upgraded Kindred's Bork before he upgraded the Yeez.
Wow.
Looks like Leona's gonna have to flash over as they're kind of caught out in this weird part of the jungle. And it looks like Team PP is trying to get this final tower, inner tower here. Honestly, if I'm on Team 911 right now, I don't know what to ban. Because obviously the Yee's been pretty gross this game, but it's not really what's winning in the game.
Yeah, honestly, if I were Kassadin in this situation, I would just try to sneak a peek under Leona's armor if I got a chance, and that would be about it. Because I think Team PP has this in the bag.
I think the only thing underneath the Leona's armor is more armor.
That's that good shit.
Well, some wonderful analysis from the casters here as we continue to push in on this final inner turret for Team 911.
I just want to remark that I actually have in real life in my hands right now a lobster plushie.
Why? Like a
I got it a long time ago, and it's unrelated to this tournament, but I just wanted to
hold the mark here. Call of the Forge God's gonna get the land onto the Vel'Koz as the Flash Suppress is gonna be used. The ultimate's gonna be popped onto 3 people as the what's it called? The Master Yi is just gonna be keep on diving even farther. Gonna be flashing in, going for the exchange. Going to try to get the Alpha Strike, gets the execute, and that's going to be the 1-for-1. The Quadra Kill is going to be there. Unfortunately, the Penta, the Penta's going to be stolen by, I believe, Kindred here? But yeah, and that's going to be the Nexus, probably, and Game 2.
Well, as was almost prophesized by our casters today, Team PP won. Look at all of those emotes.
That's the double explosion from the Nexus as they surrender at the exact same time. Vel'Koz says, in all chat, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Thank you, Vel'Koz.
Of course. I would never assume otherwise. So it looks like we have a game 3.
Look at Kindred and Yi and the Vel'Koz. They're all hand in hand in terms of damage. The Master Yi doing exactly 10 more damage than the Kindred that game. Honestly, Willie, you gotta pick up your pace here, bro.
Are you serious? It was 10 more?
10 more damage. And they both did only 70 more damage than what's it called? Than the Vel'Koz.
Wow. Did Lucy die at all? Oh,
Lily?
died.
Lily, you mean?
Lily? Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Darius is hella toxic, deserved loss. Thank you, Lucy, in the chat. He was Ado. Or she was Ado.
Wait, what?
Lily was Ado. She didn't die at all.
No, she was 8-1.
She
right?
was?
think so.
Lucy, were you 8-1 or 8-0? I think Lucy was 8-1. Okay, all right, Lucy, he was 8-1. All right, yeah, we got it. Okay, thank you, Lily.
Oh my god. Wait, you were actually 8-0?
Okay, jump the game, bro.
Oh wait,
you have to be invited, I think.
Yeah, don't invite me.
Do you think anyone's gonna invite you?
I'm in.
I'm
In the
in.
game. Casting team. 8-0.
And we're getting to a game 3 here. Honestly, pretty tense. You predicted Team 911's gonna be winning the series, and I predicted Team PP is gonna win the series. Let's get the vote in chat here. Who do you think is gonna win? Just type 911 or PP in chat.
Lucy.
Lily says Seg. I do agree.
Lucy.
Looks like everyone's just voting Seg as the winner of the series. Morally, perhaps it was. Was it Seg?
Yes. I think even past morally, I think just, practically in every feasible way, Seg won. Just absolute displays of skill from Seg this game. Larkin was a great player.
Bro?
What?
What are you fiddling with? It sounds like keys or something.
I am in fact fiddling with keys right now.
Lucy was 8-0.
Lucy was 8.
Yeah, Lucy, he was 8-0. Okay. Donor needs to invite his team. Donor, if you're in the stream, please invite your team. They're lonely.
Oh, well, can I just say that Lucy did a great job? That was a fucking amazing game.
Looking like pretty much everyone's in, and we're probably gonna get into champ select here soon. Probably, yeah, they're just rearranging, making sure everyone can get onto their sides. Ryan needs to swap over. Ryan, please swap over. But yeah, this has been a fantastic series, honestly.
Yes.
Some pretty strong team fights. We had the turnaround here from Team PP. However, if 911 pulls out, like, the cheesiest of cheese in this next game, it'll be a goal to find out what happens. Honestly, both teams may just stoop to new lows, trying to pick the most degenerate team comp they can.
Yeah, I think probably
Donor asks in chat, what should I pick AD? What do you think you should pick AD? Moki AD?
Probably Vagar ADC probably is pretty good.
Don't pick Vagar ADC, that champion's so degenerate. Jake wants a Jace ADC. Jake probably deliberately trying to sabotage 911 here, playing the long con.
I would say one of the standout moments, if not the most standout moment of this series, was when somebody took a massive shit and held up the game for about 20 minutes.
Are we not going to talk about when you fucking Bukake mucus all over your entire computer and described it in detail for the entire call?
That was a pretty standout moment as well. I think that was some really good gameplay by Alexander.
Of course. Something's holding up. Just Ryan needs to click the join button on the other side of the call, or the other side of the tournament. Oh, it goes to spectator. As Close to Me begins playing.
We know that the League client does not have very good disability support, so make sure that you are just trying to look for that join button. I know it can look like a lot of different words if you're hallucinating.
Speaking of PP, if we get into champ select, you're going to be casting solo for a hot sec.
That is okay. Alrighty, I'm just getting so many notifications because of how absolutely popular I am and how much everybody loves me. Yeah, it's actually kind of a problem because I honestly always have paparazzi in my house trying to take pictures of me and just trying to get any insight at all into my home life because I'm just that interesting. And so it's kind of a big problem. Okay, so we have the Zyra ban. what an absolutely unpredictable outcome here that Zyra would be banned in a game of League of Legends.
Greatest enemy.
The Yi ban. I think the bans are kind of obvious on both sides. The third ban for PP is probably going to be Yuumi again. We don't want to repeat of that. And we see the Zyra, the Kha'Zix for Dixon, and the Master Yi for that disgusting Yi comp we saw last game. I'm a dirty little girl, and I'm hungry for your load. So we're basically just waiting on like Donor to pick a champ. We don't know what this is gonna look like really. Okay, Vel'Koz. We've seen this before. We'll see what Lucy goes for here. If it's this if she's feeling hot like last time, we may see a Kindred, but it looks like she's hovering Graves.
How's the solo casting going?
It was great, and I just kind of stuck to the books. I didn't really do anything.
Would it have been awkward if like I was sitting in here for a minute just muted, trying to see how it'd do?
Were you? Because
so it looks like Mac Mang's gonna be picking the Maokai yet again here. It's gonna be really interesting.
Wait, did you actually?
Luxter probably trying to figure out if we're gonna have a repeat of game 1 or game 2. Definitely trying to aim for that game 1 vibe here. Dixon's on the Graves. I probably agreed with Larkin when he said he likes the Graves, although it's pretty much not his playstyle. You know, it's not the high mobility, high carry potential that a lot of his other champions like Kha'Zix or Yi or like the Hecarim can provide.
Right.
But it's really consistent. It gives a lot of early tempo.
Right.
Probably like some kind of Mono Noxus deck. There's the Ezreal getting strong flashbacks to segmentation fault. Probably okay. That's the Vel'Koz mid. Declaring both the bot and the mid here, honestly, is probably a dangerous choice from 911, as it gives the opportunity for any sort of counter pick here.
We're seeing a Maokai now on team 911, which is new territory for them.
No, that's Team PP.
Oh, it is. Oh, I got them mixed up. Okay, well, of course, the Maokai coming out is a very relevant pick because we saw some absolutely disgusting Maokai garbage in that first game.
It's true.
So the Alistar, we've seen Alex on Alistar before. In fact, I think I fought against Alex's Alistar, and
yeah, it was pretty disgusting. Honestly, Sidric's Alistar is pretty freaking clean.
Have we seen Lily on Graves? Oh my God.
Have we seen Lily on? No, you mean
Lucy. I'm so sorry.
No, you mean Dixon. Dixon's the one playing Graves.
Oh yeah.
Lucy going 8-1 on Graves. He might.
Okay, so we're waiting on mid lane for
PP. We're waiting on mid and bot an ADC for PP, and we're missing jungle and top for team 911. Oh my God, are we gonna be okay? Dixon's bringing out the Sylas, showing himself.
So, is it Graves ADC then?
Ooh, perhaps it is. Oh no, it could be Sylas bed. It's probably just Lily Sylas bed. Honestly, Sylas isn't fantastic so far because Sylas is all about stealing the ultimates, and none of those ultimates are really good right now. Like, Vel'Koz and Ezreal are really not that strong when you're trying to be on top of someone. However, it really does depend on how good 9-1. Skarner, that's gonna be the Skarner pick. Skarner's honestly a fantastic champion, especially if you're going for like a more structured play. We've been seeing some pretty insane, choices in terms of out of meta stuff, right? We had the Yuumi Darius game 1, and then we had whatever the fuck game 2 was. And oh no, looks like we're throwing it all away again. Okay, no, I'm kidding. It's still pretty structured in terms of just like a standard comp. This is like a more standard solo queue comp than like, LCS comp. We're gonna get the Kayle here on the top side.
That The Skarner is interesting. We have a lot of AP-ish, like a lot of mixed damage people.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What do you play into the Kale? Oh my god, is that a Tristana top? Oh no, it's Maokai. Okay, no, sorry, the Maokai's going top. Kale is probably a fantastic idea into the Maokai, now that I think about it. Giving him the scaling. Okay,
Right.
so these are the comps
so we
here.
are going to see Lily and
Silas.
Lucy.
And Dixon. Yeah, Lucy's on the Silas. Dixon's on Graves.
And yeah, Dixon's on the Graves. So I thought you had said that we had seen Dixon on Silas before.
Yes, Dixon played Silas in the last
Interesting.
not last series, but series before last week. And it was honestly disgusting. His performance on it was pretty amazing.
Nice.
Lucy has a lot to live up to here.
Well, let's see. Let's think about what ultimates she has at her disposal.
All right, since we had 2 people type last time on who we think's gonna win, and just seg, let's hear from chat now. Who do you think's going to be winning this game, or who's rooting? Type PP or 911 in chat.
Or
for,
Lob.
or Law.
Or Lob. I would honestly actually recommend you type Lob. I would say maybe Lob win might be a nice copy pasta.
Hashtag Lob win.
Lob win.
Perhaps even if you want to be a little bit saucy, Connor deleted my messages because I spoke the truth.
Lob win 7.
And then we get into the 3-minute spectator delay.
So this is my favorite part of the evening because it takes me 3 minutes to finish. So
What?
I'll just get things started. Yeah, what is there to talk about? We've kind of exhausted their
Quick sneeze on your laptop so we can talk.
My laptop is unreasonably sticky.
Oh no!
By some combination of just slimy mucus and other
Fluids.
other fluids, Dorito dust, sticky finger, jizz kind of thing.
Got 2 minutes here. This is a family-friendly cast, so we gotta.
Well,
Gotta keep it
yes.
civil.
I'm sorry. I know my mom's watching.
Hi, mom.
Hi, mommy.
God damn it! All right. Well, good luck. Have fun to both teams. Thank you, Arland, or Nas Inferno, as I should say, for the Twitch chat. Let's go break it down lane by lane. Okay, so Maokai, Kale, right? Kale definitely stomps that into the late game. You're gonna have this insane carry coming out.
Right.
Darius is finally not here. I guess they banned it out, so this is what you get instead. Probably, I don't know. It depends on how well this Kale can operate and how well the Silas can jump on top of it. Let's see, in the jungle, we got Graves versus Skarner. I believe Graves wins that matchup. He's kind of designed to bully that thing. However, Skarner becomes kind of insane towards the late game with the crystal picks, You impale.
I've got a question for you, Connor.
I got an answer for you, Kuz.
Because I think I have an answer, and I'm fairly confident in my answer. Which team comp do you think is better?
What team comp do I think is better? In a vacuum or compared to the other team?
Compared to the other team.
I think that Team 911's comp is way better with the Kale. Especially since
Really?
we're assuming that the game's going to be going later. I think that they should have... I don't know. I feel like Kale was a fantastic choice and that Dixon should have picked something more late game. But that being said, we've seen Dixon work miracles on nothing, so maybe the Graves will work out well for them.
I was thinking that Team PP's comp is just kind of generally a bit better. They have like a much better mix of DPS and tank. Like the only tank they have that Team 911 has is Skarner, and everything else is a little vulnerable. Of course, they have the Soraka for the heal, but Team PP has a lot of ways of jumping on them. Like Silas can latch on and try to target down the Soraka.
Yeah.
Tristana can jump on them.
Alistar.
Alistar can disrupt the team, and so there's no sort of place that Soraka can put herself to be safe from them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan really needs to be picking up his game this time if he wants to be doing it. We've seen him play pretty well on Sivir, however, he's playing Tristana this time, right? Which is a very volatile champ. You can do super well, or you can just literally jump into the enemy team in some really dumb way, right?
Right.
So, getting into game here.
Yeah, I would say that Ezreal in his kind of classic state is very fuckable.
It's true.
That's my
I
comprehensive
do believe
analysis.
he is a little twink boy who must be punished.
Very true. Just think about those hand jobs with that gauntlet. Let's get into the game. So
Apologies that we're stuck here for a second. I'm just maneuvering some stuff here on the other side.
okay. Mess with horns, you get the milk. Oh, we're seeing an invade.
No, we're
And
not.
nothing's gonna happen here, honestly.
There's
They
no
just-
invade, bro.
What?
They're just getting the Spire here on the dragon.
Oh, okay.
It gives them an extra 50 gold as well as Skarner getting an extra buff. Yeah, see?
Rock.
Lilymoto typing something profane. Good thing we have that censored. However, hentai girls will not be. Let's see here.
Man.
Just rearranging some stuff.
It seems like everyone is game.
I'll be gaming. Some standard clears here. Both sides doing relatively well. Skarner definitely having a fantastic clear here with the Crystal Spires.
I hate playing against Graves when I jungle.
Yeah, because you play primarily tank junglers and his whole purpose is to bully you.
No, I hated playing against him when I was playing Wukong too.
Why? Because he outranges you? Or-
Well, yeah, I don't know. He's just like a super annoying. Like early game champs in general are annoying, but like the fact that he's like one of the few ranged junglers and like has a lot of damage and can bully you and chase you down. He's just really aggressive.
True. Level 2 being hit from most lanes at this point. Salas is going to be jumped on here. Gonna have to burn some pots. Bot lane, 911's gonna be pushing in Team PP, but they just hit level 2. Alistar probably looking for the WQ combo. This Graves is gonna be able to get both sums on the Vel'Koz here.
Oh my goodness, I am behind.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Try like turning up your speed.
Yep. No, I'm up now.
Okay, okay. Skarner just looking for some standard stuff. Has the Spire. Scuttle's not up yet for either junglers.
Beautiful. Okay. So it seems like, I mean, I would have expected, and I may be wrong about this, but I would have expected Kale to have like an easier time pushing up into the Maokai.
No,
but
Mikhail is terrible pre-6 because he doesn't have ranged autos.
Interesting.
So like, Kale's actually terrible early.
Wow.
Kind of her whole point, her whole shtick.
Is she a late game champ or is she like?
Yes.
Is she
Yes. She has 5 passives, and her passive has 5 stages. So if that gives you the level of complexity that she gets later on into the game, it becomes kind of gross.
See, I would know all that except she's not in Legends of Runeterra yet, so.
I mean, they wouldn't put in like 5 stages either. I don't know.
They've done some complex stuff, like Twisted Fate has like 30 things.
He has 3 cards. You pick one.
Hard
each
to
have-
memorize when you're a new player, Connor. This is a
This is some trades here. Bot lane.
card game analysts.
That's gonna be the WQ combo as they jump onto the Soraka, gonna chunk her out to nearly 200 health and force to burn. the barrier for the Ignite. Barrier comes up a little bit faster, I believe.
Big trade mid lane into a gank from Skarner that results in a flash from Lily.
It's true.
Or Lucy, as she is better known.
Of course. Dixon's looking for the engage onto Vel'Koz here. Probably trying to bait something. Lucy is going to be sitting here waiting for Vel'Koz to go something. But the Q is just the collateral we'll be able to get both Dixon revealed and slowed. They're going for some kind of invade. Oh yes, I guess they're trying to take this Spire here. It's going to be really important for the control. Gives you a little bit of vision for a bit. Deep ward placed by Alex. Skarner's getting the Spire here on the top side. As he's probably going to invade and go for this Raptors here.
It seems like Kayle is finally starting to put in that damage.
Yeah, as soon as Kayle hits 6, she gets ranged auto attacks and she becomes really gross really quick.
Although right now she's still 5. She
Yeah.
just hit 6.
They're looking for the engage in the mid lane, however it's really slow pathing, so I don't know. This is kind of a poor way of doing it. They're going to be able to get some free poke here. You guys are trying to shove out mid, as Skarner is going to be able to take the top side. Mia Ping's coming out from the bot as Team 911's bot's going to be backing. So yeah, mostly really slow, but both last game we had that too, right? It was really slow, and then at a certain point it just flipped, and everyone started killing each other. Looks like they're going for the dive onto Maokai on the top side here, able to get first blood. Kayle making wonderful execution of that ultimate here. Sylas looking for the trade though. Able to predict the flash and is able to get the dash. Immaculate play from Lucy here.
Lucy. Uh-oh.
I'm deliberately saying it, but that's going to be Spire taken for Team PP. However, Team 911 is still in the lead here with a gold differential mostly synced around jungle and topside at this point. What's in chat? AD mid swap?
He's looking mid. He goes
That's gonna be a life form disintegration rate, able to one shot Lucy.
Not at all.
I'm actually like that was by accident. I accidentally said Lucy. Vision's gonna be cleared in bot.
So people are gonna start looking at dragons soon. They
Yeah,
can't.
6 will be hit by both sides of the bot lane. Probably this way, perhaps. Going for the exchange, probably a poor idea given the fact that didn't hit 6 yet. That's a really, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it ended up working out in.
Yeah, but Tristana didn't really get a kill there. On top of having to burn flash with no mana, so Ezreal's kind of just free to keep poking. Yeah. I mean, it's not like even if they won that, they were going to be able to get much due to the fact that jungle and mid were coming to the bot.
I think it ultimately ended up being like some trade, right?
Getting some proper sportsmanship here in all chat. Kayle saying nice hook, Sylas, by the way. That was
we have Team 911 taking that dragon.
Yeah, that's going to be dragon for them. Honestly, this is the first series in which they have. They really have been lacking in objective control. Both of those games, and it's been pretty critical, right?
And that exchange we were talking about earlier with the Alistar and the Ezreal, I think basically entirely contributed to them getting that dragon, because bot lane was completely freed up after PP's bot lane backed to
yeah, it's true. Maybe they executed a little bit better here. Standard push in here. Gold's 1k gold lead and a dragon at this point for Team 911. As Vixen's looking for the Rift Herald. Kayle's going for the engage onto the Maokai. Gonna have to burn the flash here. Grass probably a poor choice against the Kayle. Lily gonna be helping out, finishing this Herald.
some plates being taken in the bot lane by PP.
Yeah, just a little slowly.
Herald was taken by who?
PP with Dixon, as we were saying before.
And this
is going to be the
may be a
gank onto, Kale. Doesn't have flash, so she's probably not going to be able to get out. Burns the ultimate, but he's able to try to get the exchange kill. However, Silas steals the ultimate to save the Maokai and kill the Kale simultaneously. Lily showing amazing proficiency on that Silas.
Wow, it looks like maybe Silas is a good champ.
Silas, champ, good. Kale says, I don't like you, Silas. Lily responds with heart. Kale says, lol. Yeah, honestly, some great play coming in from the top side here.
I mean, that kind of single-handedly made it quite even.
Yeah, yeah, but the issue is going to be a little bit of tempo, right? Hold on, let's look at timers here.
Team PP is winning on gold. Oh, well, maybe not anymore. But
I mean, it's close.
Team 911 is winning on...
Vel'Koz is coming here in a really strange exchange. Sidric going for a very disrespectful flash. Not able to get in. The Lifeform Disintegration Ray is going to be able to get a kill onto the Alistar. Ezreal's going to be trying to chase down Tristana here, as the True Shot Barrage is going to miss, and Graves is here, hopefully for the response kill. The Wish is going to be used by the Soraka, but the Graves is going to be slowly running him down. Graves just going to be clearing up this bot wave here.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate ulti by 911 Israel.
I mean, yeah, the True Shot Barrage was missing. A little bit greedy on his part, but definitely a faux pas for Team PP on the engage there.
So the shopkeeper is looking very prim and proper with his
which side?
The top side. Very prim, very proper.
Do you know the lore behind it?
I don't. Am I supposed to?
He's a explorer guy that had his blimp crash land, and you can see it there. So the way he's trying to get off is by getting the parts necessary by selling stuff.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the other one?
The other one's just like a Yordle trader, and you can see he's like riding a ginormous beast thing. Lily able to jump over, uses the Impale. The Lifeform Disintegration Ray is not going to be able to catch anyone as the Grave slowly gets the kill onto the Skarner. Honestly, this Vel'Koz is actually making quick work here. Able to definitely get a lot of good angles here.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. The gold between the two teams is literally identical, so
yeah, but I mean, at this point it's just kind of like what champs have power spikes right now. So that'd definitely be like the Silas, the Alistar,
right.
Vel'Koz.
That makes
and
sense.
Graves. Those champs all are really strong right now. And they're gonna have to be using and taking advantage of it for this next dragon that's coming up soon. The Herald is nearly gonna get this mid tower here. Does a little bit over 40%, if you want to remember that, of the tower's health. Kale's trying to push up, probably gonna catch this Maokai. Doesn't have flash. Gets the slow, going for the exchange here. Burns the ignite, the Q's gonna delay, the ult is gonna come out, and that's gonna be the kill onto the Maokai. Looks like Team 911's going for the dragon right now.
Kale's ulti can single-handedly make a lost fight, a one fight.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to be able to get this dragon as well. Honestly, the objective control flipping is going to be a really critical thing here.
Yeah.
Dixon having so much power in the other two games, but this time just not as much.
Especially when things are so equal.
Yeah. Rush the Executioner's calling, trying to make sure that Soraka doesn't do much.
The Maokai returns top lane, but it seems like people are starting to look
We're
at.
having a little bit of a break here. Since Dragon was taken, there's not much to do for this period of time. Oh, however, Sylas is going for the engage onto the Vel'Koz. Knockup's going to be perfect, able to knock back the Sylas from getting the engage. Still has the ultimate at this point. Graves is going to have to be able to burn the flash. The Lifeform Disintegration Ray is going on through the Graves and able to get the execute. The Sylas is going to steal the execution, the Lifeform Disintegration Ray, and is able to get the... And that's going to be the True Shot Barrage, able to get the kill onto... oh my god, look at that healing from the Sylas.
Yep. That Sylas heal is huge.
Maokai is finally pushed into this tower and getting bullied out by the kill.
Right. Nobody is looking at Herald, and it's at this.
I mean, Herald's a little bit quiet since neither lane's like neither top nor mid has a definitive winner, so neither jungler has the pressure to really do it.
That makes sense, but you would think that one of them would try to go for the scuttle.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be 911 at this point, but Skarner's been really just focusing that bot and mid since Sylas has also been roaming around.
That makes sense.
And Skarner are
as prophesized, the junglers meet at Herald.
It's true. Wow, it's like you main jungle or something. That's gonna be the smite secure onto the Graves. However, it looks like Skarner wasn't even planning on going for the scuttle in the first place. Lily and Kayle are here. Clash the Titans, two most fed people in the game at this point. Kayle's gonna be a little caught out, however, Graves was able to get separated. And that's gonna be the true damage proc from the Vel'Koz onto the Maokai. Looks like they're trying to look for some kind of dive, and Maokai's in a really bad position here.
Yeah, I don't know why he went all the way back.
He should have just left, but it looks like they're gonna be taking advantage. That's a teleport coming out of Sylas, probably trying to defend the Maokai.
If Kayle notices, then Kayle can go in for.
He doesn't have flash, he doesn't have Q. Vel'Koz does have the ultimate. He really just has to pop it for a hot sec for Maokai to die. Maokai is backing in the worst place possible and gets one shot, but yeah, that was the poor positioning from his part. That's a 3v1. He gets stunned. There's the impale. Everyone's just sitting there. The flash is going to be used, but unfortunately he's going to die. And it's looking more and more like 911's victory.
911 is starting to really make these plays count, especially with the dragon control. They're really taking this this lead and running with it.
Yeah. And honestly, it's been a solid play. Look at that top side. The Vel'Koz and the Kayle have been putting in so much work this game, and as much resistance as Lily and Mac Mango can do. And even Dixon at this point, it's just not enough.
Yeah. Skarner Kingdom is correct. Alrighty. So, as we always ask at this juncture, what does PP have to do to win? What does
PP have to do to win? This Tristana needs to pop off. This Tristana has not done much, and she needs to. Let's see here. Not much else is happening.
Alrighty, we're chilling.
Yeah, so the Tristana needs to pop off, the Sylas needs to become even bigger, and this Kayle needs to die. Those are the important stuff here. How long do you think this game's gonna go? Ask you that.
Well, yeah, it really does depend. I think this game could go late. I think this game could easily go late. If PP starts playing well, they have the ability to make this game become close. But right now, you know, I think ultimately the more likely thing that will happen.
Hold that thought here. It look like they're trying to get the encroach. Maokai getting a perfect ultimate. The Lifeform Disintegration Ray is going to land on 2. The Root's going to be able to get the kill onto the Maokai. The True Shot Barrage comes in response, able to chunk out Dixon to below half health. And that looks like they're going to go for this dragon. They do not want the objective in the precedent of Team 911. They're going to be dragging out this dragon. However, this gives them vision of it through the Scuttle Crab here. Sylas going for the engage here is going to miss the chains. Looking for the 1v1, and Dixon's going to be able to secure the dragon. However, Kayle in the top lane was able to take advantage of this and is able to just get a massive CS lead as well as probably a tower here.
Ezreal ended up wasting his ulti, which could have been used to try to steal that dragon, but...
Yes, of course, because True Shot Barage's sole purpose is to take tower. No, I mean, it's poking, right? Like, it's fine. They really should have tried to take this mid turret here. Looks like they're trying to get the engage onto the Kayle. Unfortunately, Sigrid's going to miss up the WQ combo. However, Sylas is going to go in. Able to get the kill onto the Sylas. Kill. Yeah. Kayle able to get the response kill. However, Skarner and Graves are going to do a little bit of a skirmish, a little do-si-do, a little hoo-ha.
A square dance, if you will.
Square dance. A hoedown.
Hoedown. A segmentation fault.
Alistar's gonna get knocked up yet again as they try to go for the Lifeform Disintegration Ray, and Luxter has a fantastic combo into the Alistar. Unfortunately, this Alistar has been really punished for picking super early, and they're able to get the strong counters with this Vel'Koz.
Wow. And look at that!
Yeah, they're going for even more, as Maokai's gonna have to put his body on the line to try to just protect the Graves here. Shauna really needs to pick up here if he wants to do something.
Luxer really is a beefer's worst nightmare.
It's true. Can't milk those. Maybe
you can't milk those. Milking those is not allowed. If you mess with the horns, you get the milk.
True. Perhaps another skirmish in the bot side. Find out. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Alrighty, PP is starting to push a little bit. How is 911 going to respond?
We'll see. I mean, they really should just take that tower. Oh, it was at 2 health. Okay, so they finally got the kill on that. That's going to be a nice burst of gold for them. 4k behind in 20 minutes. This Kayle's looking scarier and scarier by the second. Trying to get the exchange here. Alistar's trying to chase down, however the move speed's too high. Blue's going to lose another turret somewhere? I guess in the top side. Looks like another is going to go into the... Yeah, another fight's happening in the river. Graves is going to try to survive. However, Sylas comes in, has the ultimate. Kayle's going to pop hers. However, that's going to be the one-shot onto the Ezreal. Kayle's just free-firing as a Lifeform Disintegration Ray. Lily's going to not be able to use the Kayle ultimate. Tristana's going to be zoned out from the side. Unfortunately, that's just going to be a triple kill, 3 for 1 for Team 911.
This Vel'Koz is doing some absolute work.
Yeah, honestly, just putting in some stuff. The Skarner's trying to go for the exchange. Finally pops the Predator, I think the first time this game. But isn't going to be able to catch anyone here.
A lot of just kind of really good play, even from PP this game.
Uses the flash and Kayle, able to get the knock up, and the Vel'Koz just decimates the Tristana. We may be looking at a very early game. Skarner types in all chat Lamau. LMFAO. Tristana with the frowny face.
Alex's Alistar at times makes me wish someone would come and milk me.
It's true. Look in the top side here. Lily gonna be popping that ultimate. Just trying to get another charge ready.
Well, in terms of objectives,
Dragon
things
up in 45 seconds.
For Team PP.
What'd you say about Team PP?
In terms of objectives, things could be worse for Team PP, but they're not looking great.
It's true. What Team 911 really needs to do now is just get a pick onto that jungler or kill 2 other people and just try to get that Baron. They haven't been threatening it enough. Honestly, both sides have been kind of struggling in the division department. However, this Vel'Koz is looking really, really scary. And if they don't get kills, then the Ezreal, Skarner, Kayle are just going to roll over. Honestly, all of 911's looking pretty good right now.
Right.
Sylas has the Ludens and a fully stacked Rod of Ages at this point. A lot of stats there. Yeah. Just gonna be clearing out mid, looking for the picks. Cloud Drake has spawned at this point. Lily's looking for some kind of flank, especially if they go this disrespectful way. Vision's gonna be reestablished as Kale's pushing out the top side, just chunking out the turret here. And it looks like Team 911's going for the Cloud Drake. It's gonna be uncontested at this point.
Wow. Yeah. I'm currently scraping off all the gamer gunk from my keyboard that came straight out of my nostril.
Oh my god. Well, that looks like much is gonna happen yet.
Standing play by Alex, scraping the absolute mucus off of his computer.
Mm-hmm. Looks like 911's looking for a fight in TP's jungle. That's a euphemism if I've ever heard one. Inner turret mid, still holding on. As looks like sieges are going to be established by Team 911 here. They're just really trying to take control of that jungle, as Tristana's just going to be one-shot by the Vel'Koz yet again with the immaculate knockups. Scudder typing in all chat, peace. A little toxic, don't you think?
Of course, of course. I mean, what is League if not?
Yep.
Oh,
Going through the change to the top side, is Kale's just gonna be able to one-shot the Graves here. Salas is gonna be able to get the kill onto the Kale. However, the Maokai is gonna survive with the sliver of health.
all right. I mean, as is so wonderful with MOBAs, very little can be done to save PP here. They're in a very dire position, and they will remain as such unless something amazing happens.
We got Cloud Soul going on for what's it called? For Team 911 at this point. They get this final soul, which is a Cloud Soul or Cloud Drake. It's going to be super important. And probably just close out this game, honestly. Kale was finally shut down. Gives a little bit of gold, a little bit of reprieve to Team PP. But we don't know if it will be enough.
They are looking towards Baron, although PP had the same idea.
Yeah. Skarner's only up a level, so the smite fight's not great. However, this Graves isn't super strong right now. If you can just get a pick onto him, which is exactly what Vel'Koz is looking for here. The recalls are going to be out, and it looks like Team 911 is going to be starting this Baron here.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be very important. The question is, can we see some kind of...
Kale's pushing the bot side here. If they stay too long, it's going to be a nightmare. The Maokai ultimate's going to be popped, and it looks like Kale's just going to be able to free fire onto this Nexus, or onto the inhib turret. Teleport's going to be popped by the Silas here. However, the turret's going to be destroyed, and the teleport's going to be interrupted, which means that the inhib will also be able to be taken.
Beautiful.
Yeah, let's see here. The Kale's going to be CC chained as everyone goes on it. However, on the other side, the Baron has begun and is already half health. Looks like PP won't be able to contest it, and Baron's going to be able to take him. Kale's properly sacrificing her life here. The top lane division just showing the power there. Wow.
So I think we had talked about this at the beginning. I think you ended up being right that that Kale pick is just so potent.
Yeah, the Kale is just really strong. I mean, if we look at who's carrying right now, the Vel'Koz honestly did way more than I expected to.
Yeah.
Probably because the Vel'Koz when it was on support wasn't great, but when the Vel'Koz went mid, it just immediately started crushing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was clear that the Vel'Koz has been making a lot of these team fights, very winnable for 911. And I mean, the team comp is certainly not bad on Team PP. A lot can be done to make it flourish, but
yeah, I mean, I just think they shouldn't have picked Graves. If they didn't have Graves and probably slap Dixon on the carry, it would have been much better.
Right.
That being said, honestly, you just gotta give props to 911 for their picks here. Sal's going for the engage here, just gonna back out. And that's gonna be the flash in.
Very aggressive flash and a miss.
Kale ultimate will be stolen. Looks like Team 911 is going to be pushing in, utilizing that Baron buff as well as the super minions in the bot lane to just apply immense amounts of pressure onto Team TP. As Cloud Drake's going to be taken here and immediately just obtained by Team 911, and that's going to be Cloud Soul for them. Like they're trying to get the engage onto the Sylas. Skarner was trying to flank here. Ezreal's just one-shotting with that damage. Kale's free firing, building up the stacks. Lifeform disintegration rate is going to able to get the tipper onto Maokai. Alistar's trying to knock up what he can, but these Tristana and Greaves are just sitting there. They can't really do much. As Skarner and Ezreal are going in here, they're closing out the game. That's the impale onto the Tristana. Yeah, looks like Graves is going to going on, but the Ezreal is just throwing spells left and right, able to get the Qs. Oh my god, look at those insane plays. And that's going to be the skill shot.
I got taken back to class.
And that's going to be the Nexus, and as Game 3 in the series go to Team 911.
Pushed it 911.
Alright, just a quick moment from us folks. Alright, Alex, would you like to do the honors?
Well, you have been awarded Player of the Game, which means not only do you get to unwrap my panties and fuck me, you also get a little time in the limelight here. You get to say your piece. Sure. Let me just ask, how long have you been playing Vel'Koz? Is this a pocket pick? Is this a main? Tell us.
Yeah, I only play Vel'Koz. I've been playing it for like a year.
Well,
I'm almost in the exact same position, actually.
Yeah. I don't even play AD. They just needed an AD carry, so the MF game was a little tough, but yeah.
Champ's bro.
we saw you brought it today. You clearly were the standout carry here. Of course, Kale had the DPS. The point of her was to be that constant threat, but I don't think anyone was thinking that you would be as absolutely deadly as you were.
Yeah, honestly, that last game was just absolutely insane on the Vel'Koz.
Yeah, appreciate it.
How do you feel
it felt
going
pretty
into
strong.
these games?
Yeah, I feel good. People are always very confident against the Vel'Koz, and then you got to show them that it's strong.
Yeah.
So,
it's really good right now.
Yeah. It's
right.
Yeah, the true damage is too busted. Yeah.
How do you feel playing the series? How's your team dynamic doing? You seemed a little bit uncoordinated in that first game, but at least you picked it up towards the end.
It's funny you mentioned that because we actually did not practice as a team one time. So the first game was a little bit, there's a little bit
rough.
of you need to work on these things, but we got it.
You
I
won
think
it out.
I think we're doing pretty well here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. And what's up?
How are you feeling that second game? They had a very interesting team comp. They weren't quite going for gold funnel, but they had a very clear strategy. Were you guys threatened?
Yeah, I think we just played it bad. I mean, we kind of just fed early. It was, it happens. It was a little unfortunate start, I think. But yeah, all you got to do is ban Yi. I ban Yi every ranked game I play. So.
It's true. We saw some pretty crazy comps from you guys, right? We had the Darius Yumi that first game, as well as whatever the fuck second game was, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to be expecting more of these, like these insane comps, or do you think this is just a fluke for the series and we're going to see more structured stuff later?
No, I think we kind of just play what we're good at, and it just looks weird. But yeah,
like,
you're gonna
fuck the
probably see
meta.
you're probably gonna see a lot of that. Yeah.
All right, well that'll be very interesting to see. Do you have anything to say back home? Your family, the family.
To the boys back home and to the 10 people watching the stream, I'd like to say go Bills.
It's actually 12, but
Oh, okay, yeah, go Bills. And next game I'm going 20-0, so I can get my skin.
All right, well, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I'll just move you. All right, so that's gonna be it from us. Do you have any closing comments here, sir?
Well, I had told Donor that he could unpeel my panties and fuck me, and he didn't respond. So
yeah, that's gonna be a harsh curve there, sir.
I feel rejected and dejected.
All right, well, thank you for casting here, sir. Honestly, it was a pleasure to hear you and all the gunk that you have applied to your laptop.
I have absolutely caked layers upon layers of mucus and grime onto my computer keyboard, and I am astounded by the setup here. This is such an impressive institution, and I'm happy that I got to shamelessly shill for Team Lob in a much more powerful position.
Okay, all right. Well, that will be it from us, folks. Thank you. Tune in later. I'll probably have the highlights up before the next game, so that'll be before Friday, probably like around Friday morning or the day. I'll have it up. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
All right.